At least from my new Wednesday group, I will be, of course, asking them at forehand to stream with faces on.
Yeah, and I do
Hi, guys.
appreciate being able to stream with faces quite a bit because if you can stream with your faces, then it makes life much easier when it comes to the roleplay stuff. And
Sure.
yeah. I'm gonna do
Yep.
some tiny adjustments on my end
Oh no,
here
but
because
Wednesday we stream with faces on off, so they are visible for the players, but just not for Twitch.
oh yeah, okay.
So that's for role playing. It's fine. Hello Twitch.
Cool. Hey there out there, Twitch. Glad to have you with us. We are about to start ourselves back into our Sunken Citadel game. It's been a few weeks, and so there's a little bit of catch up that we got to do. We got to ping out Joe, make sure that he's going to be here with us. But once we have that solved and we have everybody here, we will enjoy the games. We will enjoy all of the games. But I wanted to say hi to you guys and say Happy New Year before we got this game underway anyway. So,
Happy New Year. Best wishes, as we say in Dutch.
how did everybody go for their breaks?
Happy
Happy
Hanukkah.
Hanukkah. Perfect. And
Most of the time
and
in these days.
good. For my part, I actually had some rather unfortunate news come my way. My grandfather passed away yesterday. I'm looking at it as the fella had a ridiculously long life, and he is now at peace, and that's a great thing. But he used to. He actually kind of got me into a little bit into the idea of teaching, and so that's kind of where I got into. Kind of give him a little bit of a shout out. In his, we'll miss him, but he had a great life and he made some big influences in people's lives. But aside from that, and the fact that it's minus 36 Celsius outside, that's like minus, I don't know, 24, something like that Fahrenheit. It's bloody cold outside right now, and I'm quite happy to be indoors.
My condolences.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, mine too.
And it's one of those things where you can't get afraid of death, especially when you've lived as great a life as he had. So, yay! We lost Jeddah, so hopefully they can get themselves back. But we'll just hang out here for a little bit while we're getting people put together. And I'm still trying to get all of the things I got started up here. Soups late, and I didn't mean to. But let's get all of the things going here because actually that's not where I wanted that to be. I want that to be here. There, that'll make a big difference. Huzzah! Okay, cool. My OBS is having itself some conniptions, so we'll get this all going here. Anyway. Get a Discord shout out here to some of our players. Make sure everybody's going to be here. And if not, we'll just hang out for a couple. That is the wrong... There we go. So, okay, we'll forgive you, Joe. He says he's going to be a little bit late. Jed is still trying to figure out technology by the looks of things. Anywho's. So...
I can hear you.
Oh no! So I have options. There, that's a little bit better. I'm gonna try something for you guys then, if you're okay with it. This is I have this lovely pleasure of having a pretty decent relationship with the guy who makes Video Ninja, and he's given me a new tool, and so I'm gonna try out said new tool for you guys. It's gonna take me a couple to set it up, but it might actually make all of our connections go just a wee bit faster.
If you talked to him recently, then ask him to put in a push-to-talk option as well. That would be nice.
For sure. He might actually already have that, and I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, me neither. So.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So this is gonna be good. That's gonna be good. Audio source. Oh, what is my audio source? I don't want audio. That's what I want. Huzzah. So the what I'm going to put up on your screens might not be perfectly synced, but at least you'll be able to see things. And then you don't actually even have to have Roll20 open unless you absolutely want it. And that's perfectly fine. So let's do this. We're going to go and we're going to do that. And there. Okay, so hey, now you guys should actually be able to see the stream there. And if we do it right, you guys should be able to also pin or spotlight that or pin that, and then that's the only thing that's coming through. Should make it so that your computers aren't working so darn hard. That's the theory, anyway.
How do you do that? How do I do that?
That is a good question. Let me see if I can find it out on my side. Still learning, right?
I'm wondering if I always have my character sheet like popped out in a second window. If I now close the Roll20 game, if I can still roll and see it on your.
Yeah, you will. It'll be a little bit
Oh,
lagged,
no.
but you'll definitely be able to do that for sure.
No, it will also close the pop-out window. So.
Oh, that's unfortunate. All right, well, so in order to get it, if you are in your Video Ninja, then on the very bottom right-hand corner of that stream window that I just put up there, there's a little, they look like almost like crosshairs, but not quite. You can click on that, and it'll just make that be the only thing you see. It'll take up your whole screen, but it will mean that you're not having to fight with the technology quite so much because it's only showing or trying to process one stream at a time. Makes things a little bit easier. And it looks to me like we have... oh no, just the 4 of us still. So that's okay. We'll have Joe coming up in here in just a sec.
I'm gonna try
I was just noticing
refreshing
5
one
there.
more time and see if I can fix this real quick.
For sure. For sure, for sure. Alright. And, yeah. There's got to be another way that I can do that too, where you guys don't have to worry about... no, that's okay. I've put in a little bit of the... There we go. I put in a little bit of a limiter on the room's stream quality, just to make it for you guys, but not so much for the stream. So we're learning all the tech today, apparently. We're learning all the tech today, and I'm okay with that. I gotta try and adjust my OBS because it wasn't showing me my chat screens, and I sure would love to be able to say hello to the chat. That'd be lovely. Twitch chat, where are we here? Chat right there. Hello! There we go, there's Joe.
Hey, Joe.
Alright. No worries, we're all good. We're just kind of getting ourselves... How was your Christmas break? Yeah. Yeah, it seemed fast to me, and then when we got to New Year's, it was like, that's even faster yet. Oh! Jealous. Okay. Oh, wow. Alright, let's get you into the stream here too, Joe, because nobody else can hear what's going down because I haven't put you into your scene yet. There. So now if you're talking, theoretically, your lovely little token will be bouncing up and down, I think. Oop, hang on. That one. There you go.
Oh,
yeah.
that's cool.
That is fun. So if you have to go without... And that's one of the other things that I like to try to do is make sure that everybody knows who's doing the talking. If you're using, like, the Discord overlay, it's super easy because it puts the little green circle around you, right? But otherwise, I had to come up with something different. So...
Oh, no, that's me.
Yes! And so Jetta will do the same. Let me put Jetta back into her scene now, too. Jetta, yours will jump up and down if you don't have your camera on, too. So go ahead. Yeah,
That's so
there we go.
cool.
It works. It's so much fun. I'm having so much fun with the tech. It's bad.
The little guy also like bounces.
Oh yeah, the little one does bounce. Just to make sure that if you have your video camera on, you can definitely tell. But it's also much more little. All right. Well, hey, we have everybody here, and I'm thinking I'm pretty much set up now. So why don't we do this? Hey, chat. Glad to have you with us too. We're gonna get ourselves restarted here again. It's been a few weeks. We're playing a game called the Sunken Citadel. So here's what's happened so far. You guys met first in a pub in the lovely port town of Roru. which really does sound like a Scooby-Doo gang issue, but it's not, I promise. And this railroad was set up in the realm of Olivos. And while there, discovered that if you really want to make any money in this location, you kind of need to go get a job from the Azure Shield captain, so you ended up going to see them, and he suggested trying to clean out this issue that seems to be bothering travelers of goblins and kobolds, or no, it was just kobolds actually kind of getting in the way of things. And so as you did so, you went out north of Roru to see if you could find what was causing all the problems for these travelers, found a large chasm in the Redbud Forest, and subsequently went in, tracking the kobolds, and discovered a few things on your way in. As you entered, you first had to deal with things like giant rats and such that tend to frequent these chasms, and discovered while you guys came into the building, one of the adventurers actually, and this is how you guys knew that this place was even there, was that there was an adventuring party before you that went in here. You managed to recover one of them, and so with the three of you guys managed to recover Bob Moss, who has obviously not made it very far in this chasm to begin with. But what you saw in this chasm was this large castle-like structure, and that's where you've actually recovered him from. You've taken a couple of different turns inside this citadel to see if you can find the rest of Bob's companions. You've been unable to do so yet. In fact, you actually found a dead end at one point. You were stymied by the door because, in D&D, it's always about the doors. But you did finally get yourselves moving forward somewhere, and you had to deal with what you thought was a keg, turned out to just simply be a pipe of steam that turned into a steam buffet. Had to deal with that, and then managed to come across a creature in a room, whimpering, crying, and you managed to convince this creature that you're not all that dangerous, to them anyway, that you might actually be useful to them, and that's kind of where we pick up. So, last we had Hanar and Bob. Let's get that map up here so everybody can see this. We haven't actually really gone much further than this, but here we go. Hanar and Bob were doing a little bit of investigating around the room, and Cheta and Tarina were trying to make friends with this kobold creature. You kind of had to grapple him to do it, and then the last phrase that we had before we carried on was, "Take us to your leader."
Hence the title of the stream.
Hence
Amazing
the
line,
title.
Take me to your leader.
And so, just pulling up my extra stuff here. Oh, that's not the right file. We want this one. There we go.
I could imagine a lot of quotes of like old 2000s movies or 1970s movies. I'm back.
I am.
The creature was
not
a kobold, right?
Creature was a kobold, yes. This has now become quite obvious to you guys.
Did we catch his name already? I forgot. It's been a while.
I don't think that I have actually given you his name yet. Let's give you his name. Oh, that's the wrong screen. I need to look at my screen here. Hang on a sec. That's this guy here.
I think I was standing on the other side of the room because I was keeping an eye on the other entrances or exits.
Oh, that's right, too.
And
Go ahead and move yourself there.
I was already at that spot. But from across the room, I shout to the goblins, "Say, creature, what's your name? Tell me who you are and what you're doing here."
All right. Forgive me. I'm just pulling this up here.
He also mentioned that their clan would missed their dragon, or apparently or lost their dragon, was specifically the wording he used.
That is correct. He did say that. So, let's see here. Okay.
I hear somebody took notes.
I hear somebody took notes. That's great. Okay, so he's my name is Meepo. I was the keeper.
the keeper of the dragon?
Yes. And as he's saying that, you can see that he is very much distraught, and definitely missing his dragon. He seems like he's heartbroken.
How are you keeping a dragon? Aren't they just bigger than you?
If you are good to them, they don't seem to mind so much. And that's what we do. We were very good to Calcrix. But those... I'm sure it's those wretched goblins. They stole Calcrix and
Is he like
just starts crying.
What would goblins want with a dragon? Is it because
Who is knowing the mind of a goblin?
What kind of dragon are you talking about? I've never seen a dragon before.
You've never... are you saying that? Oh, okay, hang on. It's... Well, he's very pretty.
what?
Does he have a color?
Yeah, white. He's a white dragon.
Really?
So that's the color of beauty.
Yeah. Just seems very proud, and then immediately shifts his face again to crying again.
Well,
go ahead.
Oh, have we explored this area at all? Has anyone done that? I'm just curious.
Wait, hang on. This area over here to the left? No, we have not gone down there at all.
Well, I'm just going to walk over here and poke my head out here, see what I'm looking at, and just say,
right.
"Yeah, you deal with him. I'm gonna go ahead and look over here."
So as you walk down that corridor, you do see largely it's just a great big long hallway. You do see a few doors down the way, but there's not a lot of definition. It just looks, and it's actually kind of eerie that there's no other action except for the stuff hiding behind you. So as you kind of step away, it sounds very quiet that way.
Last time one of us went off alone, we ran into a booze cloud. Are you sure you want to go?
Well, it wasn't a booze cloud. Otherwise, I just want to drink it. But it was whatever it was. It wasn't fun. So I agree with you
Let me
there.
just purify it.
Well, I was fixing to say, "Oi, Kobold, you know where the traps are down this hallway?"
I know where some are. You want to go see our leader, Yuzdrael, right?
Sure.
Maybe you can help get the dragon back.
Sure. Oh,
Hey,
you goblins, so.
this changes this whole circumstance just turned.
All right, well, just give me a second. He starts kind of packing up his bag, and he goes over to the cage and gives it just kind of a grasps one of the rails and just kind of almost like he's doing a bit of a prayer before he starts to move forward. And I'm trying to find something here really quick. Just bear with me here, guys. There we go. Yeah, okay. So let's take you to Yuzdrael. He should be in the main hall, is my guess, but let me go first. And so he starts kind of making his way down the hallway.
Right after you.
All right, so we're just gonna.
As I walk by, I'm gonna nudge Jen and be like, "Gotta love it when they're stupid."
And we're going to. I need to pull up
I don't think I can move mine.
details here.
We're following the kobold, or
Yeah.
Who else would know the traps around here?
I quickly still glance over the table. Is there anything of worth or interesting something on the table before I walk away from it?
Yeah, sure. We kind of had a search on that beforehand, and what you guys did find last session were things like it's like a little altar. There's some green dye. There's some paintbrushes. There were some 4 jade figurines. Did somebody grab those figurines? I feel like somebody did. Yeah. Okay. But if you wanted to, you could also
I'll just
there's also
take-
a pile of stuff in that fire pit there too.
Now that the kobold walked away and I see an opportunity to snatch something off the table without him noticing, I will take in some green dye just because I'm interested in it. Maybe use it later.
For sure. All right. Let's see here.
DM, I have a question.
I have an answer. What's your question?
Is in between sessions considered? Is in between sessions considered long rest?
No, that you
Or
actually
any
have
kind of
to have to decisively take those rests in the game. And so the last time you guys took a long rest was actually the night before you found Bob in the Citadel. So you had yourself.
Oh, that was a long rest.
That was a long rest, yeah. So you should have. I don't know how many spells you did when you were dealing with the Steam method. I don't think you did a lot. So you should have a lot of your resources available to you still.
I mean, it says here I have 1 slot remaining, but I didn't add the slot usage from the first rest. I'll just keep it as 1.
Yeah. Oh no, we're gonna get you to have the right number of slots. So just give me 1 second here on that. I want to have a look at what you got going down here.
I mean, slots remaining.
Slots remaining. I'm gonna also do this.
If it helps, I have 2 left. I don't know if that's any.
I think I still have
yeah.
an search, and that's it.
I only use cantrips, I think, so I'm still all full.
You
I think I
tried to
used the
use
one in
purify
each session.
food and drink that one time.
Yeah.
And you did use healing words. So yeah, that is correct. So unfortunately, you're down to 1 spell slot. So you have to use those spell slots really, really wisely right now.
Wow. All right.
Okay, so Meat Gob, that's not his name. That's a different game. Meepo says, Meepo kind of points to these different rooms. Be careful. There might be guards in some of these rooms, and there probably is in the throne rooms. And you're not one of us, so they might look at all of us kind of weird.
Well, I mean, you can introduce us, can't you? We will keep our weapons on our belts and try to look as least hostile as we can.
Oh, that would be wise. Okay, here we go. And just kind of steps forward out into this large expanse of a room. So he just went straight up on the map there for you guys.
Okay, we'll give him a little head start so he can tell who's coming, and then we will follow. I will go last because I'm a little bit bigger and maybe a bit more impressive in my size than the rest of you.
Well, who else is going to take all the cold?
I'm staying in the middle,
I'll go first since I caused this.
like a nice cut sandwich.
Ladies first.
Since I caused this. Love it. All right, so as you get it towards that space, you can see that there are kobolds. How many of you guys speak Draconic?
Not me, I think.
No.
I've never even seen a dragon before, I said, so.
I can pretend to speak.
I'm going to pull my
Yeah.
shield out just in case.
All right, so Meepo walks into this large thing. You can actually see some strong pillars in there as well, and he's talking to to another kobold that's in the room in a language that you guys don't necessarily understand. And the kobold, that first kobold immediately pulls out this spear-like weapon and just kind of holds it at the ready. And then you see Meepo kind of turn to the left and start speaking, and you could actually hear a bit of an echo down the hallway, down that space.
Could I roll an inside check to read his body language or something?
By all means, go for it. And hey, chatters, feel free to roll too. I got the bot working now, so you can roll for me if you wanted to, and we'll use your rolls instead of the DM's rolls. It'll be fun. 21, yeah. So immediately you see on the other kobold, because actually, will you be able to see that? I don't know that you'll be able to see that from where you are. Are you going to move forward before you try to do that, or?
Oh, I thought we were just walking after them. Our tokens didn't move.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and move your tokens up a little bit closer to the room if you would like. So you'll be able to see then, just a little bit. The first kobold that Meepo is talking to, looks confused partly at Meepo Forget you guys. He's confused at Meepo. And then when he drew his spear or his javelin, he looks kind of past the shoulder, and it looked past the shoulder to grab it, and just looks like he's guarded. Like muscles are tense in the shoulders. He's not ready to attack. He's just being prepared and defensive. And Meepo is now just speaking to his left down this long corridor that you can kind of hear echoing with the chitter of Draconic language. And if you step around the corner, what you see is at the very far west wall, you'll see a short throne that stands. Oh, it's kind of constructed of a whole bunch of different chunks of rock and masonry that have been stacked against an even older altar. On the top of that altar, you see a variety of small items from the distance that you've got here, if you've got dark vision. If you don't have dark vision, you won't see that. You do see that there is some sort of a carving of a large serpentine creature, probably a dragon. And you can also see that there's something in that dragon's jaws. You also see a variety of different other kobolds in the space. But in order to actually see who Meepo is talking to down that corridor, you probably would have to step in a bit further.
I wave friendly.
Where is he exactly? Is he next to me?
Meepo is immediately beside you right now. Yes.
Here.
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
is he talking?
This is Meepo here.
Yeah, is he talking to the direction of the throne? Basically, like he's speaking
He
over
is.
from there. Okay, so I'm just gonna wait for him to motion for all of us to kind of come in.
Marvelous.
Hmm.
All right.
I try to
So-
be as friendly as possible.
I walk up and say, well, whatever you're talking about over here, I'm sure we can talk in a mutual language.
I'm going to nudge the giant and say, 2 gold to get stabbed.
And then keeps on talking for just a couple seconds longer. I'm going to get you to... We're going to roll a general group persuasion check by way of your body language. Let's see how this goes. So this will end up be... Everybody's going to roll this. And you could do this with advantage because
Persuasion
you have
check?
help from Meepo. Yep, persuasion check with advantage.
Okay, let's make sure my advantage is on.
Persuasion.
Ooh, good thing for that advantage there, Bob.
Indeed.
All right, there we go. So there's
Wow.
our rolls.
What a great advantage.
All right, you needed that one. Oof. Oofta. Okay, so after a couple of more moments of chatter, Meepo stops talking and just kind of looks and then nods and then kind of gestures to you guys to move closer to the far west wall. And so that's what he's going to do as well. Lead you guys all the way to the other end of the room and just kind of stand off to the side. So go ahead and walk yourselves through. All the other kobolds, they're just holding on to their weapons, but they just kind of eye you as you go by. And of course, for most of you guys, except for perhaps Hanar, they have to look quite a ways up to make eye contact with you.
Can you like give Meepo a dot or something so I know which one is Meepo?
Yeah, Meepo's the one that looks different from everybody else, but I'll give him
Oh,
a dot.
oh
here.
really? Hey, that's one, of course. I lost him.
There
I
you
thought
go.
it was
That's
the other
Meepo
one.
right there.
Yeah,
He
yeah.
looks
I
kind of
forgot-
dopey.
I forgot his token. Okay.
Okay, so sitting, and here we go. Let's go like this. Actually, there's a handout for this. Sweet. Let's show this to you guys. So you can see once you approach, you see this creature in this kind of strange. Yeah, I want to show this to everybody. Here we go. This creature standing at
Can you move
sitting
me
on
because,
this very
I'm lagging, like,
makeshift
terribly
stone.
roll 20.
Yeah, no problem. I can totally do that.
I'm just loving how in his homebrew he is surprised that there's a sheet for a character.
Yeah. And
I prepared.
I did that. Yes.
Wait,
Anyway,
It's me.
huh.
this is the creature you see at the altar, and now that you're close enough to the dragon, you can see what's in its jaws. Seems to be a key of some sort.
Henar's gonna immediately snap to that key. He knows exactly what that thing's for.
All right,
So,
and the kobold that you see on this very strange makeshift throne, looks to you and says, Meepo says you can help.
Well, if you pay us.
How does your
Standard.
live sound?
I mean, let's be honest with you. Think about it this way. You attack us. Let's say you kill us. Maybe you lose 2 of your soldiers. That's 2 more that you could get your dragons back with. That doesn't even make much sense to it, does it?
Depends. We've already got one group of unwelcome goblins.
Wait,
We don't want another unwelcome group.
We're not trying to be unwelcome. We're just looking for work.
are you talking about my friends? Are my friends captured here? Referring to the other group I came in with.
And he'll say, that's the thing. They went to fight the goblins. And I haven't seen them since.
Oh no.
Well,
That can only mean the worst. Well, I
That
guess you
sounds
guys are
promising.
stuck with. Guess you guys are stuck with me now.
suits me. Not the worst to have an 8-foot tall jolly green giant hanging around. But anyway, going back to this. What, you said that you have a goblin problem.
That's the issue. Now, as the mightiest of our kind, I would be the one that would provide rewards should you be successful in recovering Calcrix.
All right, and what would that be?
Are you sure you are worthy for the job? Last group did not seem to be so successful.
I mean, I kind of look behind us and everything, and this is. I mean, take a look at this fella here.
Hey, we have diversity.
Yeah. right. Aye. And after all,
Right.
it's not like you don't know. Doors are good at killing goblins. You've done it since we crawled out of our holes.
I could tear one in half right now.
And I'll heal you when
And
you
you
die.
You actually notice that his eyes have now narrowed in on Tarina just a little bit. How do you carry a whole city in your pocket?
Yeah,
Hey, thanks for the follow, GM.
I lean into Joe a little bit and saying, "Are you really going to rescue a dragon for these guys?"
You're talking to me?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I basically leaned back. I said, I have a feeling it's not a dragon.
Oh, sorry, Hernar. I was talking already
Yeah.
the wrong name. Sorry.
Yeah, I gotta go with names.
Yeah.
One of the gifts I've given one of my other DM friends in person is a goblet that actually has the etchings on it. I hate effing names on it, so it's a thing in D&D. So we'll just run with this just a little bit, okay?
Alright. But he's just going to lean back. I have a feeling it's not a dragon, but they think it is.
Interested.
Even if it is, it's probably a small one. Either way I see
Like a gecko.
it, possibly. Either way I see it, I'd rather kobolds win than goblins win.
And another win for me if I get a chance to see a real dragon.
Hey GM, I know that
will
you're
be interesting.
also
Interesting
lurking,
too.
but if you wanted to, you could roll for me, and we'll use your roll for what we do, just as a heads up. So, and yeah, let's do it.
But aside from that, we need to find these people anyway. Aside from that, we're helping each other out. The only other thing I need, and he points upwards, if you could lend us that key, I don't even need it for that long.
Persuasion check, go for it.
No.
So what you would want to do, GM, is type roll 1d20 for me, if you wouldn't mind, please.
All right. Maybe
With the
should have held
exclamation
back
mark.
before I brought the key, but whatever. Let's go for it.
All right,
That's the worst.
all right, cool. So Yuzdrael looks directly above his head. Yep. Bring it back.
Hi.
All right. And kind of reaches above its head and just slides it out of the teeth. Gestures to Meepo, who immediately runs up to Yuzdrael, takes the key from Meepo's hand. Meepo doesn't get up; he just kind of keeps his very strong posture. And Meepo hands it over to you, Hainer.
All right.
Oh, there we go. Our first roll from our chat. So I use that 18 on the next time I have to do a roll for the DMs. So this could be interesting.
Roll.
I'll give it over to Meepo. He'll bring it back to you.
Agreed. Why do you need the key?
Hey, I think it goes to somewhere in here. I found somewhere a lock that seems like may fit.
Well,
Meepo,
if you must.
We'll bring it back. Don't worry.
Right. Aye, your trusted companion. Meepo will bring it back to you. After all, Meepo wouldn't betray his own king, would he?
I don't. And Meepo looks here. I'm going with you.
Aye.
And
Sure.
Yuzdrael looks to Meepo and says, "Aye, that is what I planned. Yes."
All right then. And he basically shrugs and says, he turns to the group. All right, we're all settled here then.
It
Yeah, I
sure
think
seems that
we
way.
do.
Yeah, looks good to me.
All right, fantastic then.
Just
let's
try
go
not to
ahead.
die.
Correct. All right, let's set out. Meepo.
All right.
As I'm walking away, I look back at like the lizard leader guy and it's like, that's a nice key. As I'm walking out.
The
And
guard-
all right. So just give me 1 second as I pull up some more information.
Don't worry, I'm playing mind games with him.
It's just you know where you're going.
Oh, nay, that's why I had you tag along. You'll be all right. You know where these goblins are.
Meepo kind of shrugs. Says, "Okay, but I only keep dragons. I'm not the soldier."
Oh, nay. All I need you to do is basically stand in front, and if you see something like a trap or something shiny, just point it out to us. Easy.
Or the dragon.
Or the dragon, that too.
I can
Mother's
do
instincts
that.
and all.
You're a
Easy.
fearless leader.
Other than that, just hide somewhere so we can pick you up later.
And immediately Yuzdrael kind of leans forward and says, "I beg your pardon. I am the leader here." And Meepo says, Of course. I think it would be wise if I'm helping these people if I could borrow some keys." And then immediately shrugs as if they just asked for the world's worst possible thing. And Yuzdrael says, "Fine.
What the?
You should take them to the right space then, though. That's over that way. And that key will get there. I'm sure of it." Okay. So Meepo starts guiding you guys back down the hallway that you guys see immediately underneath you.
Sorry, guys, I had a phone call.
That's right.
Anyway, I'm going to nudge the. Let's see. What is your character's name, actually? I forget it correctly. What was your character's?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
Jeddah?
No, Bob Moss. How can I
Oh,
forget
Bob
his
Moss.
name? Yeah. Anyway, he just.
That's why I take the die.
Yeah, he nudges Bob and basically speaks in giant and says trap bait. He also said,
Alrighty.
I also nudged back the what was it, the God, I can't believe I forgot your God, it has been a second.
His names. It has been a hot second, so you don't have to worry about that too much.
Well, I remember Jeddah, Bob Moss. And then,
Let him.
what was yours again, man? I forgot.
Torena.
Torena, yeah. I remember. Oh yeah, Elgie is the name I gave him. Which is he sat there. He's like, "Oh yeah, Elgie." He sits there. It says 5 gold. He dies by some sort of trap.
And in Giant, I reply,
I
little guy
uh,
doesn't have a clue.
Huh?
Hearing this going
Wait, were you talking to
on,
me?
I'm gonna stick closer to the kobold. I don't trust my companions.
Mother.
All right.
I
Well
didn't know
then,
you were great with the ladies.
are you saying that to Meepo?
Yeah, look at you, the big hero. Already got
No,
yourself.
I'm saying that to Hena.
What did you say to him?
And
I didn't catch it. It caught you.
Oh,
Cut
I
out.
think I'm lagging like terribly because everything is getting delayed.
Now you only cut out. A
okay.
little bit.
Hey, there we go.
Oh.
We got you there.
Okay,
Go for it.
What was the repeat?
I said. What was I said? I said I didn't know you were that great with the ladies.
And Meepo kind of turns over his shoulder and addresses you, Tarina, and says, I don't know what you're talking about, and just kind of keeps on walking.
Oh, look at it.
Well, I wasn't even talking about you.
I don't know why you're so concerned about kobold love lives. You got yourself some sort of damsel you're hoping to find. Maybe you got yourself a little lizard princess to go with your rat queen.
Oh,
No,
we're gonna get you guys to move.
You're really putting
Your
me in
tokens
a
all the way down?
situation here.
Yeah, let's move up. He's outpacing us. We're gonna keep going.
He's outpacing you. Yeah, we're gonna be. This is gonna be a big fat moves here, guys. So because he's taking you walks on a walk, and he's not being slow about it at all.
Why the
it's
hurry?
you.
Why the hurry, Meepo?
What? Cal Creek's back.
At least he's
If
passionate.
you can
about it.
help, I'm gonna go fast.
All right, time to power waddle.
As my stream is playing catch up with all of my stuff. He says, gets into one room where there's a whole bunch of I think in here there was like skeletons and such that you guys had to fight. He's like, oh, you've been busy, and then it just keeps on walking through.
All right.
There we go. Now we're getting places.
Oh, this is the
And
door we
we-
tried to open earlier.
Exactly
he
why
says-
I asked for the key.
I don't. This is the key I think that you have to use.
Hi. And I go ahead and put the key in and turn it.
All right. Let's see here. Pull out my stuff for that room there. All right.
Put away my shield.
And let's-
so quick.
Open up a door for you. Because you actually have the key for this now. And as the door opens, you can hear a hissing and a puff of dust around the door. Kind of indicates that this room has probably been sealed for ages. And
Careful
that
for
there's
skeletons.
there's dust. It's long undisturbed, no tracks through here, covers every surface in this very large space. The air that kind of gets sucked in from your space is it kind of has this like when you have this kind of broken seal thing, air from your space gets sucked in, air gets from its space gets pushed out, and it's super stale.
You first, Meepo.
There are 3 alcoves on the north wall. There's
I walk
one on
in
the south.
first.
Okay. Yeah. And in each
I walk in
alcove.
first, and I take a deep breath of the
All right.
of the place. And just like,
stale dust.
I smell a real bad case of boomer energy here.
Oh my. So you do see the 3 alcoves on the north and 1 alcove on the south. Each alcove is covered. It has this crystalline globe resting on it that is completely covered in dust. You can see that the ones on the north side seem to be cracked and dark, but the globe in the south alcove is actually glowing a very soft blue light. And you can actually hear tinkling noises a little bit as well.
So Meepo,
Can I
why-
check it out?
Is this what they call puzzles?
All right. And so right away, as you get close to it, Jeddah, the tinkling noise kind of swells, and you hear this very ugly, brooding music emanate from it instead.
Ew.
Music?
Okay, I'm gonna back away from that shit.
Okay. I need you to roll a wisdom saving throw first.
Oh shit.
Oh, by the way, he's counting aloud in Dwarven. That's what Hanar is doing just to himself, just counting aloud in Dwarven.
All right. Oh, yeah, no. That ain't going to do the trick. So, you are now what we call charmed, and what you guys notice, as soon as she gets close to that globe and that music swells, she just immediately bolts right out of the room and out towards where you guys came from. And
what?
just
What?
gone.
No.
Just pushes right through you guys and everything to get
I
to
cannot
get
try
out.
to grab
Out of
her
my
with
way.
my.
You could
That's the
try.
one.
Everything all
Okay.
right?
You have-
Same here.
I'll throw. As
I'll
she
let
pushes
him-
through the room. I'll try
Yep.
to throw
I'll-
an acrobatic of an athletics check to see if
Yeah.
I can force her into my arms.
Can I try?
Jed, I need you to do the
Can I try
same.
the fight?
Yeah, you knew D2. It's got to be athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Unless, of course, you actually want to hit him to get away. You could totally do that if you wanted to.
Ooh, that's also an option. I'll do acrobatics. I'll be nice.
Okay, that'll be nice.
Okay,
wow.
that wasn't that one.
That is... Why? Okay, cool. So,
Acrobatics won't be nice to you.
So I grapple her quickly before
You
she
do-
gets the chance to run out the room. What's up? What happened?
What?
and
going on
you're
with you?
actually
What did you
not
do?
within... Jetta, you're not within your
You okay
regular
there?
mindset. You are actually completely charmed, and you just got to get out. You just got to get out.
I give her a little slap on the cheek.
I need to get out of here. Creepy music.
Okay,
I give like a card.
What's
a
she look at
cartoony
while she
slap.
was in there? I'm turning to Elgie.
you gotta... Now, I'm gonna need two things here. First of all, I'm gonna need Torina to roll an attack if you're gonna slap her in the face, because she can still dodge it.
No. It's not a hard slap, but it's like a little baby
Wake
tap.
up.
Oh, okay, like a little wake up thing. Okay,
Yeah,
fine,
yeah.
fair enough. So, if that's the case, then no big deal. But the other, Bob, you're gonna need to roll another strength check, competitive against her acrobatics.
Is my detect magic still on? Because I can remember I cast that last time. It was 10
Oh yeah,
minutes.
you'll definitely note that there is an enchantment thing coming from that orb.
You have to be the
There's
name.
something magic going on with that orb, guys. So maybe it got to her.
Just keep her held
Somebody-
down.
Somebody pin her down. I'll keep her pinned down.
Aye.
All right. I need... Yeah, Bob, you got to throw that athletics check for me.
Here it comes.
You got to beat an 8.
19.
You kind of beat the 8. Just, and now, Jetta, outside of the fact that you're currently charmed, you're actually starting to get the sense, oh dang, this guy got muscle.
That's awesome.
I
Can I
basically
use my
squeeze
mace
her
so
like
I
this,
try to
I
wedge myself
hold
out?
her.
Like a pry bar.
Yeah.
How would I rule? That would have to be an athletics check on your next one. So we'll do that on the next round. Hayne, are you going in?
I mean, yeah, I'm gonna. I'm assuming the big 7-foot tall guy can hold down one half elf. I'm gonna go ahead and pop in, and take a look and say, "Oi, Elgie, what was she looking at?"
She was looking at some
While
a
I
bowl. She was looking at bowls.
while I have her squeezed in my arms, I whisper in her ear, saying, "Jenna, don't worry, it's me. I'm your new friend."
That makes me
And
feel
I,
so
and
much
I try and
better.
I try to charm over the charm.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. All right. Yeah, let's roll a wisdom save. Again, please, Jetta. Instead, this will be instead of your athletics response.
You said there are 3 orbs here, right?
Yeah, those ones are all cracked and they're not glowing. The only one that's
That'll be an
glowing
Okay,
is
cool.
this one right here.
I'm gonna go ahead and take one of these orbs and just roll it over to that one.
Yeah, okay. Let's see here.
I just want to see if it reacts.
Interesting. Okay, cool. So then let's resolve a couple things here real quick. Then.
Okay.
The first one is with that wisdom save, you now have charmed Jeddah, but it is a charm on a charm. She is still freaked out by this music.
Yeah, I just want her to stop
And
struggling me, basically.
she's okay. So Jeddah, how you now regard Bob as friendly and not trying to harm you and not trying to stop you.
Okay, I won't mace him then.
Okay. Haynar, go ahead and roll for me just a d20.
Regular D20. Okay, sure.
Yeah.
Go ahead. D20. Boop. There. Oh.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so 13. Yeah, you just wanted to make sure that you had at least above average aim when you're with, you're bowling basically, right? So, you bowl that cracked orb towards the pedestal that the other glowing orb is on, and there's no response from the glowing orb. The cracked orb, in fact, actually when it hits the pedestal, it kind of splits again a little bit more.
But
no other change.
I'm gonna walk over here and just kind of what would be the word? Kind of shake the door, see if it's open at all. I'm assuming
okay.
not, but
Sure. Let's see here. That is
just poke it with my axe, basically. Usual routine.
Yeah, it seems like it'll probably open comfortably. It's not a significantly sealed door by any stretch. It's not locked or anything. Or at least it doesn't feel it based on shaking it.
Oi.
Jeddah, you still want to get the heck out of here, though.
I do.
Game over,
So
man.
But Bob is still holding you. He hasn't let go.
I keep talking, reassuring words to her. Maybe
I
roll
need
a
to get away
persuasion.
from creepy music.
Oh, let's just take a few steps away from the room and keep away from the door, the other side of that crazy orb that you fear so much.
Okay. So he takes you over there. You're not fighting him anymore, is my guess.
Right.
And as you start to move further and further away, oh yeah, nice, that's a good one. As you start to move further and further away, it starts to feel a bit better every time you take a step further away. And Meepo is looking at you all like, he's so confused.
I'm gonna show up and say, "Oi, Meepo, don't look at the glowing orb, all right?"
I was just about to tell him to touch it.
Come on, guys, let's get the hell out of here. This sucks. I hate this place.
My feet hurt.
Maybe somebody can cover the orb. Maybe that will help. Throw a sack over it.
I'm gonna do that. And then I take my cloth and like stuff it in my ear, kind of to just like block it out.
Ooh,
And
okay,
I
that's
also
cool.
Messy my hair, so like I have the bangs over my face and I can't see anything. And I walk
Oh, I want to see this. Henner's
towards
anticipating.
the orb.
All right, so you've now covered your ears. So,
I walk towards the orb.
all right, we're gonna have some fun with
And
this
his
then.
eyes, kinda.
I would like you to roll a wisdom saving throw with advantage then.
Stub your toe on the orb I threw. Stub your toe on the
Alright.
orb I threw.
Oh, jeez. All right. Yeah, so you think you've got your ears completely plugged, but the music's pretty loud. And you're now freaked out of this
start
freaking
shouting,
music.
I'm used to this.
You're now freaked out of this music, and you
Oh.
are now also charmed, and you just bolt as well.
Cool, can I trip him?
You could try. Roll an
I-
attack.
I just completely run.
Would it be an attack? Or...
Oh, this will be an attack. If you're trying to trip, it's definitely an attack.
Okay, gotcha. Alright, so... Well, it's the
It's,
same way. So... Alright, and... I guess I'll just
Can I
use
just
one
walk
handed.
over it?
Yeah, because it's a +5, so it doesn't matter. God!
Oh my word!
Wow, that's...
Stop pulling
I
out
just-
ones.
Can I say what happens?
You please do.
All right. So as I'm trying to make my way out, I stop directly in front of where Haynar's gonna attack, and I just turn my head towards him and grab the axe hand that he was swinging at me.
No, I was sticking
Just
my
grab
foot
it.
out.
He was
there,
trying to trip you.
Oh,
He
sticking
was
his
trying to
foot out?
trip you.
Oh god, why
Yeah.
am I thinking about an axe?
Because you saw the A, and you immediately thought
I was thinking this was an axe attack.
no,
for some
I'm not
reason.
gonna clean
Oh,
you.
that's brilliant.
What are you? Here's Hannah. Like,
You're charmed. I guess it's over for you.
yeah,
There
sorry,
you go.
gotta put you out of your misery, lad. Oh, so sorry.
Sorry, man. You're
Oh,
too
that's
strong.
funny. All right, so
yeah.
Tarina, then
As
we're
he-
just going to
as-
say you vault yourself across that threshold right over top of Hainar's very dwarven-heighted foot.
Can I
Yeah.
still try to grab him, maybe with disadvantage, as I have already
Oh, totally.
got somebody else in my arms as well?
No, throw
Yeah,
it
you
at
can
her.
see.
Oh no, another one is coming.
Yeah, go for it. Roll your attempt to
9.
grapple with. Now, that was at disadvantage, so I need I need Tarina to roll either an athletics or an acrobatics check. It's your choice to try to escape Bob. Wow. Okay, so Bob just kind of grabs Jeddah. You actually no, Sky. You describe how you're gonna hold on to Jeddah and grasp Tarina at the same. Go ahead, just give it to me.
So as I am already have one person in my hands, I'm like, oh. And now suddenly I have 2. I mean, I do have as a furbog
I got to get out of here.
the
I gotta
double
Get out
double
of here.
carrying
This infinite's a little bit
capacities.
too crazy.
So basically, I maybe lift them both as like 2 little piggies under my
Yeah.
armpits.
You gotta let
Yeah,
me go,
there's-
man. You gotta let me go.
We are elves. We're not that heavy.
I'm also going to basically help him sit there. All right, new rule. Nobody looks at the orb. No one goes near the orb. If it glows, don't go near it.
Then why are you taking us towards it?
Oh, for crying out loud.
Maybe that room was locked for a reason, guys.
All right, so I'm just gonna say right now, I told chat to roll for me. They rolled for me. I was going to use a roll right now, but that roll is there. Meepo decides to peek around the corner.
Oh, come on now. Like I said, don't look at the orb.
Says, "What's wrong with it? It's pretty."
Oh, God. Here we go. All right, if you're so curious, go touch it. Let's see what happens. I'm going to poke my head over and see what happens. Use it for science. Be ready to
It's like-
clothesline if he tries to run.
He looks at you and says, "I think Yusdrael would like it."
Hey, if you're really not interested, go touch it.
All right, chat. If you want to throw me another roll, go for it. We'll resolve that in a second. And if I don't get a roll back, then that's okay. I can roll it myself.
Local
No big
adventurers
deal.
party by a single glowing rock.
Am I
All
still
right.
charmed, or can I start fighting again and running away?
You got one more athletics check or acrobatics check to try to get away if that's what you decide to do. You remember you still think Bob is your friend. Meepo gets close to it. You kind of you can see kind of like the brow ridges. It's not eyebrows, it's brow ridges kind of raise up, and he just starts bolting as well. Haynar, you could try to stop it if you want.
Cool, I'm going to clothesline him.
Roll your attack. GM Workshop rolled a 5 on that wisdom saving throw for Meepo. I have that in a really weird spot on my where is that? That's right there. I want to fix that because that's in a really, really weird spot. Let's move that to.
Good luck this knocks him unconscious. Because then after that, I'm just going to go to the base room and just sit and take a rest. Because everyone's freaking out.
Right. Okay, yeah, roll your attack and roll your damage, but this will be less lethal, I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm not trying to kill him. I'm literally just doing it as a way of punishment, basically.
Oh yeah,
For
you knock him out. He is now unconscious.
Punish the fool.
Well, that's what he gets for not taking Henar's advice. He said, don't look at it, and he decided to walk up and touch it.
He's a kobold. He likes treasure. That's why I was actually having the chat roll for us, is to make sure that, if he wanted to actually do it, then he could.
All right.
Yeah, so chat, you just helped them knock their guide out. That's marvelous. Well done, guys. Appreciate it. So,
Chat.
Chat
All
to
right.
MVP.
that's all right. That's how we get this going. So, yeah, Jeddah, in a couple of moments, your charm this is all happening within the span of 1 minute, guys. Just 1 minute, this has all happened. Did we get yeah, we did get that. So I'm going to get both Jeddah and Tarina to roll an athletics check or an acrobatics check, your choice. And when Bob gets back, we'll have him do the same.
Ha! He has to be the 21.
I'm stuck.
Oh.
I'm too skinny.
Oh. So we'll watch out for Sky when he gets back here.
I'm too skinny
I
in
don't-
life.
Well, I don't think powerful build actually
And live.
qualifies for grappling. Otherwise, he just automatically succeed over and over.
Yeah, totally. No, in this case, he'll probably actually have to do it with disadvantage too, because,
Yeah.
two people in your arms, and they're both struggling against you, right? So we'll see. We'll see how that plays out in here in just a sec. Getting things going here. Okay, there we go. I'm gonna do that.
I like this
In
fairy
the
tale
meantime-
dynamic.
In the meantime, there we go. All right, cool. Let's see here. I would like to see only this thing here. There we go. Oh, I don't like that.
Oh, good. I can also have a chance to go look
That's
up
right.
something.
Okay, cool. So, thanks for that little break there. We should have Bob back. Bob, I want you to roll for me a athletics check with disadvantage because you now have two people in your arms.
Right. Sorry, I had a phone call. 12.
That's quite fine. All right, so you're fighting pretty strong, but you're
I don't
only
know
able to keep your arm
Sorry.
on Tarina, and Jeddah manages to wriggle herself free.
We need to get the GTFO out of this place.
I just let them both go. As one escapes, the other one I let loose. Time to go, guys.
Sure.
They want to go.
I'm setting up camp. You all can cry about the weird glowing rock all you want.
All right, so you guys keep
Oh,
on
everything
blitzing
okay.
on out.
I'm dragging Meepo with me, by the way.
Yeah, okay, cool. That sounds good. But as soon as you get to this space,
Yeah.
here, Jeddah and Tarina, you can't hear the music much anymore. And your charm state is now gone. And you are kind of bewildered as to what just took over your body just now.
Mine's still up.
What
that
just happened?
was weird.
You saw a glowing rock and you
What
you
just
screamed.
happened?
By the way, Jeddah, Bob is still your best friend.
Okay.
I smile at you awkwardly.
I feel like I just went through a really weird nightmare.
Hi, best friend.
Hello, little one. Are you feeling better?
Yeah. I don't like that creepy music. That was weird.
I can imagine. Sorry, I had to
Ah.
manhandle you a little bit. It's not a good
Ah.
idea to split up the party.
Not good to
So
touch
they
rocks.
say.
You didn't say sorry to me.
I was going to try to see if it was magical, but I guess it is. That answers that question.
I do elect though that we should take probably a short rest here, so because
Yeah.
that would be smart. We all get back basically hit point, and I forget the spell slots how they work with short rest. I'm not sure though.
How are you feeling, Tarina? Still have the urge to flee?
Yeah. Well, not really fleeing, but just feel really weird, you know. I'm not hurt or anything.
Maybe you guys
Is
are
that what
just
you guys-
tired.
Is that what you're going to do? Is you're going to take a short
Right.
rest?
Oh,
I'll
yeah,
say
look
so.
for a rest.
You're all freaking out. Besides, our guide is sleeping right now.
On that note, hey, Hinar, can I get you to roll for me a
happened with
d4?
him?
What now? Roll a d4. You
A
said?
d4, yes.
What happened with him?
Oh, he
yeah, he's
decided
good.
to nap.
He's taking a very, very deep nap, by the way, just so you know, based off of that roll. Appreciate
Real
that.
tired. Kobolds get real tired real easy.
Did he fail to nap or did he fail to
Oh, he just
something
he just needed to take a nap. That's all.
else? How big of a hit?
I think you're imagining things. Maybe that orb's playing tricks on you.
But why are we bringing along the kobold?
Did you
By the way,
Can I
break
do
his
a-
neck, man?
Two things. One, entertainment. Nothing's funnier than seeing a kobold try and dodge traps that they set up. Second thing, trap bait. And third thing, way I see it, is this one knows where all the goblins are already, since he's already talks to all the kobolds, and the kobolds know where the goblins are. He's got some sort of information that we know of. Sure, he'll get curious and stupid, but that just means he'll kill himself. He dies. Either way, it doesn't mean anything.
but all those reasons do not apply when he's sleeping.
Can I
Right.
do a medicine check to see if I know why
He
he's
could have broken
unconscious?
his neck, man.
Yeah, you can go for it.
What are you talking about? I
Is
told
he
you
even
he's
still
napping.
alive?
Just because
he's
I was
alive.
preoccupied.
I poke him.
No, I like kind of like shuffle him my arm because I have him in my head.
Oh! Guys, we got our first natural 20 of the game. I like it a lot.
When I'm telling a fucking lie, god damn it.
There we go. It took forever to get there. I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay, so, yeah, you get down to the kobold. He is, the tongue is kind of lulled, but not completely. You can still sense that there's breath coming in and out. You can see the chest raising and lowering, but you can also see that this chest has had a little bit of a cave-in. Probably maybe a few cracked ribs. So when Haynard went to clothesline him, you can actually see it's a very long and it's a thick chunk of the chest that has been kind of caved in a little bit. Yeah, it was not lethal, but it was damaging.
Fucking hell, man.
I'm going to give Haynard a death glare. And
What?
I'm going to say, how would you like it if I clotheslined you?
I've been clotheslined before.
How'd you learn to do that?
Huh?
Wait, how'd you learn to do that?
I was in a...
You destroyed his chest completely, man.
Oh, he's fine. He's still breathing. And I kind of like shrug him a little bit, see the breath. Yeah, he'll
How'd
be
you
fine.
learn to do that?
Yeah,
That's
he's still
what I'm
breathing.
asking you.
Can I try to help the kobold?
I kind of like tilt my head at him. I'm like,
Do
I'm
you
a monk.
have a? Sorry, go ahead, Haynard.
You're a what?
I'm a dwarf. We literally start fighting by the time we can crawl.
Hey, but you break his chest so efficiently.
Let me
Um,
try and help you
Jeddah.
guys. Little kobolds.
Yeah, give him
Are you okay?
the pee.
Oh,
And I cast
Yeah.
healing word on him.
yeah, roll for it.
I think,
Tell me how much you're gonna give him.
is an overstatement.
7 HP.
Oh yeah, he's back to full health. So as you guys now, Jeddah, as you're watching him and you're kind of considering how you're going to help him out, all of a sudden you can, and you're kind of gesturing across the chest. All of a sudden the chest kind of goes and pops back into its position underneath your hand, and
Ooh.
There
the
we
tongue
go.
and
Your little
big
feathers
breath,
will fly
intake a
there.
breath, and he wakes up and he says, oh,
Enjoying
what
a nap?
happened?
Oh,
Enjoying a nap?
that was sick.
Are you okay?
I am. Gets up.
See?
What happened?
That was weird.
You fell asleep. But
Was it
anyway,
that-
Fell over.
That glowing thing?
No sleeping during this
I told
zone.
you not to touch it.
So are you guys taking a short rest now? Is that what's going on?
Oh yeah, I'm voting for that now. If unless anyone else has any other objections, I know the battle of the glowing rock was hard won, but you know, I feel like we've earned ourselves a rest.
So if that's the case, you can take a short rest, and some of the things you can do. I don't think we have any wizards in here, so we don't have arcane recovery. But in your short rest, you can roll one of your hit dice. Actually, you have 2 hit dice now, so you could actually roll both of them if you wanted to give yourself some immediate healing. When you take a long rest, you only recover half of your hit dice. So if you roll both of them now, you only recover one of them at the end of a long rest.
Huh? At the end of a long rest,
Yeah.
so you only recover one of them. Okay. I mean, we're gonna.
However, if you roll 1 right now, then you recover that 1 at the end of your next long rest.
Right. Okay, so I'm going for expending on one. I don't know about the others. I'm gonna
The
expend
only
one
ones
on
who
that.
actually look injured. Jed is the only other one that's actually kind of injured right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm trying to think because I have healing, so if we get in a pinch, I can.
So my party member was injured, and I healed the Kobold NPC.
Yeah, that's right.
Whatever, in character, we'll take it.
So,
That
sorry, Jen, I didn't see you had a few scratches on you.
I think
It's
I get
fine.
the
That's not from me squeezing you, right?
No, it's actually not scratches. It's actually burn
No.
marks,
Oh, burn.
From
like
the booze
water,
club.
like scalding. Yeah,
Oh, from the steam.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm forever gonna call it the booze club.
Yes.
That's
Okay,
brilliant.
Fantastic. I get my
It is the-
short press back.
Here. Okay.
Beauty. All right, that's pretty good.
I'll take that.
All right, so you guys have both used up your hit dice. We're gonna say that you guys have all just kind of taken it easy here. Meepo kind of is actually gonna sit by himself a little bit for the most part, unless somebody decides that they're going to try to interact with him. And I'll let a little bit of role play happen here if that's what you guys, if there's something in particular you guys wanted to do during the short rest.
I use the short rest as I don't really need the short rest to cast Find Familiar.
Ooh.
Find Familiar for me is a little bit different. I'm not a wizard, but I'm a druid. But I
Okay.
have a special, like, temporary companion that I can call. Let me look it up. I have a wild companion, so I can summon a spirit that takes the form of an animal, and it stays with me for half of my druid level. So for the next hour, we have a little friend, and it's a tiny yellow canary.
Oh, okay, a canary. All right. Let's see what we could do about making that. I'm going to use, oh gosh, what kind of
I'll just
stat block should we use for a
make
canary?
make it a crow or something, or raven.
Yeah, I'll just go with
a bird.
I will go with probably just a raven.
I do like the
Let me
canary in
find
the
one here
coal
for
mine
you.
joke, but
It's happening. It's
Uh.
totally happening. Let's see here. I need. I'm gonna pull in. Yeah, let's pull this guy over here then.
At the expense of one of my wild shapes, by the way.
Yeah.
Right, of course. All right. So, does this character have or does this creature have a name? Do you know what its name is going to be?
I think I will call this one Harry.
All right, Harry the Canary.
Canary.
Got it. Okay.
I didn't even intend to make it rhyme, so that's beautiful.
I love it. Perfect. Okay, it's about to be in your sheet.
Cheers.
Now. So, I think the only thing, like, I'll have to spend some time making it exactly right for you, Bob. But I think what we'll do is we'll just say that we'll just use its own stats for now.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not really looking to attack with it, but what I will do at the
Right.
end of the hour, I will maybe take a few minutes for it to fly in rooms around us, not that far away, maybe just minimum of a minute flying in a radius
Sure.
to use his sight as my sight to see if I see anything interesting. So
All right. So, let's go and do some quick explorations. If you're flying where you can get the canary to go, then you're flying around the inside of the Citadel. Is that pretty much right?
to see if I can find any kobolds. Maybe that's
Okay. So
know which way we need to go.
when you have him fly around, he's able to get pretty much only the same place. They're able to get pretty much the same places that you've gone, and they don't seem to be affected by that blue glowing orb as much. But you don't let them fly into that throne room for fear of what they could do to your spirit, to your familiar. All the other places are behind doors, and so to be able to get anywhere else, you've already seen everywhere that the canary can go so far.
Okay, all right. So no extra information from that. That's fine.
Not yet.
I'll call him back, and he will crawl into my big afro until I need him.
Marvelous. There is your Harry the Canary.
Thanks.
I'm gonna kind of just sit there sharpening my axe and say, "Your friend find anything?"
No, not really. Just closed doors. Unfortunately, I cannot open them.
All right.
That's
No more
really
glowing orbs
interesting.
tonight.
Didn't see any
You can
glowing.
pull one out anytime.
Sorry, I didn't hear you. What was that?
For temporarily. I think he will last about an hour, and then he will disappear.
And you can call him back again.
Well, a few times a day. When I'm depleted, I can take a short rest. Do it again.
That's really interesting. Anyway, what are we doing again?
We're not looking at any orbs, is what we're doing.
So we're going back.
We're going back. Just don't touch or look at the orb.
I agree. No balls.
The door across the way is unlocked anyway. It'll be easiest for us to have it. We'll have Meepo stand in front. Usual routine. If he sees anything interesting.
Don't consent to that.
Well, that good thing you agreed to come with us, huh?
He's rubbing his chest like I don't know. I think you should go first. If you really want me to be able to guide you, I need to be alive and awake.
I calmly walk up to him, basically just put my arm around. Meepo, friend, come on now. After all, you agreed to help us, and you agreed to these terms. Come on
I agreed to help you in a living state.
And you will be living. You're just so good at scouting that I know you're going to make it, and you'll be fine.
You know that room. I'm staying behind.
You can
Thank
change
you.
the deal. I'm sure we can change it too.
During the short rest, can I sit next to Meepo?
Yeah, sure. Let's do this real quick. We'll retcon this just a bit.
All right, Meepo, if you say so. And I'm going to kind of slightly grip, basically him a little tighter than usual. But hey, you never know. Goblins are sneaky bastards. You never know when they'll sneak up on us. And he basically just goes about his business and goes back to sharpening.
Okay, so we're gonna bring this back. We're gonna go rewind ourselves. We're back in time. Go ahead, Jenna. Your conversation with Meepo during the short rest.
I think I would just say, hey, I'm really sorry about what happened and my friend.
I'm not.
I don't really know what happened, so it's really easy. Actually, can you forgive something you don't know? I'm just gonna say I forgive.
All the time.
What a great lad he is.
And I'll tell you what, we'll walk together. That way, nothing happens to you.
Yes, that would be marvelous.
We'll be buddies. And then I'll go in for a fist bump.
Look at that. Kobold's got better luck with the ladies than you do, Elgie.
That's because I'm gay.
You know what now?
Perfect. Thank you for shooting that one out. I love it. I love it.
Say, you know what now? He doesn't know what the word means.
You know when a boy likes a boy.
Oh, you prefer men. Well, you're an elf. That's a given.
I am giving you, Tarina, on your immediate response in that one, I'm giving you a DM inspiration on that one. That was brilliant. Thank you so much for that.
Two now.
Oh, you've already got one. I can't give you another one. You got to use that, man.
Damn! I don't have anything I can use it on right now.
All right. Now, well, just kudos then. All right. So,
Thank you.
all right. So, hey, Meepo's just gonna hang out with Jeddah, and if you guys wanted to step on in, go right ahead. You are the Citadel is yours again.
All right, cool. Let's get. All right, well, we're rested up. Let's get rolling.
Meepo, can you lead
So
us
we're
the
going
way
back
to the kobolds?
To that orb?
Well, we're not going to the kobolds.
Oh no.
We're going right now to the space that is supposed to have some keys in it.
I'm just sitting at the door.
Seems I'm a bit behind on the details.
We're going to a key room.
The
We're
music
trying
is
to
no
get into a
longer
key room this
swollen.
whole time.
Yeah, yeah. You can hear the tinkling from the orb, but you don't hear the music right now.
This door. Come on. Let's go.
Come on, roll 20, please. Play
I'm
friendly with me.
gonna pick up like my robe and just like wrap my ear like tightly this time around. And my
Yeah,
eyes.
same.
Ear and eyes.
Shouldn't Yeda have
I'm
like
blind and I'm
advantage
deaf.
against charmed because you're.
All right. And I'm going to go ahead and like lead.
Oh,
I
that's
do?
true. Yeah, because you're an elf, aren't you?
Wait, I thought it's just on sleep magic.
No,
I thought it was just like sleep
magically
magic.
charmed or put to
check.
sleep.
Yeah, actually, well, and he did roll with advantage the last time. It's
Oh,
just that
okay.
both rolls were 13s, and so they didn't quite beat the DC.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
yeah,
wouldn't
yeah.
change anything. So.
Either way, he's going to go ahead and basically poke the door behind him and just open it up.
All right, let's open a door, shall we? And Bob, I'm going to move you up in there if you're
I
good
just
with
keep
that.
moving forward because I'm blind and deaf.
Where are we, Bob? Bob and Harry, joining the party.
Oh, thank you.
There we go. Nope, that didn't work out. Why did that not work out? That was weird.
Send the bird forward.
There we go. Okay.
The bird
So you're sending the bird in
unfortunately
first?
Doesn't have night vision. Should have taken an owl.
All right.
Well, she's not.
So the bird fly.
Moving
She's not
forward
passing
because
out, so
I'm
no
blind.
poisonous gas in here.
Right. So the door opens, and again, the squelching sound of air switching with air kind of happens again. You see, let's get to this one. If you're letting in the bird first, the bird just kind of flies around the room. There's nothing unusual in here, but actually, with the bird's perception, Bob, can I get you to roll a perception check for me, please? Sorry, investigation.
That's intellect, right?
Yes.
We'll start speaking in jive basically to Bob. And basically just look at him and just say, "Can't believe she's taking a liking to that goddamn lizard."
Well, I'm more of a keep things living alive, so.
Aye.
So the bird goes through, and the bird is kind of off-put by the fact that there's no light in here. It almost flies into a wall once, and just kind of whips itself back, and then comes back to you again afterwards. Just kind of nuzzles into your fro.
I didn't think you seen anything.
Didn't seem to see anything, nope.
All right.
Right there, Hanar. Would you please roll for me? Oh, actually, you don't even get to roll. This is just gonna happen. Let's do this.
All right, let's go.
The roll is a 1d10. No, 1d20 plus 5. Does a 13 hit you, Hanar?
No, it doesn't.
Okay, so as you step across the room, all you guys all hear this, "Poof!" And then arrow just kind of clatters against the back of the wall, but right over top of Hanar's shoulder, just barely misses him.
Huh, they made it for human. They made it for Ungi height.
I shout in giant. I thought you were gonna let Meepo do that.
Well, apparently, Meepo doesn't want to do his job anymore.
Meepo's happy not being a skewer.
Oh, he understands giants. Yeah.
Huh?
Maybe we should
No,
stop
I
talking
was
in
not
giant.
expecting him.
Oh, was you guys talking in giant? Sorry,
Yeah.
backtrack. That's too funny. No, he does not know giant. Sorry, my bad.
Yeah, we've been gossiping about him in Giants
Yeah.
Right.
for the past minutes.
Okay, fine.
He's like, I
So,
stole a
Bob, are
bird.
you going in to investigate, or what's your plan here?
Oh, I heard him trigger the booby trap, so I'm just coming in to joke to him about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna look at him. and say,
All right.
Look where you put your foot.
I basically
Yeah,
just look at him and say,
chat, if you want to roll this.
Hey, good thing you didn't trigger it. After all, it would usually hit a human's height. I don't know where it'd land on you though.
Probably on the
We're gonna
coin.
do this again. There's probably gonna be more, so chat, feel free to roll in a d20 for me. But we're gonna do this. Oh, this one's definitely gonna hit you, Bob.
Oh, that sucks. Right when you're like, hey, watch where you're going.
Oh, dang! It's a hit and a half.
I just took one step inside.
You take that step, and you feel the floor just kind of go clunk on a little bit underneath your foot, and an arrow just sinks right, like it probably narrowly misses the heart. It's going right into the chest. You take 10 points of damage.
Hanar is basically like, he's trying to contain himself from laughing. He's like, are you alright, lad?
No.
I'm real sorry about that.
In the gut.
Oh, hold on. Let me
One
take a
small
Should I pull it out?
for Failbog.
watch it. Watch
Oh
it.
my word.
Should I pull
Oi!
it out or just keep it there?
For
Oi,
healing bills.
Jenna.
So
Jenna.
Tarina,
Huh?
Yes.
Tarina, you're gonna try and jump across the room. Is that what you're doing?
Oh no, I was just making fun of them.
Oh, okay.
Arrow to the gut.
Yeah. Yeah. Oi, Jenna, we got someone for you to patch up.
So, what are you guys
Can
gonna do?
we see which direction the arrows are coming from?
Sure, it came from the north. Came from the north
I'm
wall.
gonna try and heal Bob.
Oh, sorry, no,
Also-
that's not true. It actually comes from it's a series of holes that are above the door, above Haynar's head, and shoots down at you guys. That's actually where it's coming from. Sorry, guys.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna walk through as normal, but I'm gonna take my shield off my back and almost like hold it above the kobold.
I
Oh,
wanna heal
so
Bob.
you're sacrificing you for the kobold?
Yes. He's my buddy.
Interesting.
Oh, I'm crying out loud. All right. I'm going to go ahead. I will do one thing. I'm going to basically look around, see if there are any switches surrounding me, just so I can see if there are... Because I know where one is, right? I
Don't
said,
step
"Oi,
on this tile, guys.
aye, 1 second." And I'm going to... let's see, because I think I have some. But let me double check, because I think I have chalk. And that's going to be useful here.
Yeah, okay.
Come on, come on, come on. Do I not have what I think I have?
Meanwhile, I pull out the arrow in my belly.
You just
I'll
pull
keep-
out a whole
I'll-
arrow.
I'll keep pressure on it.
I heal you though. I use healing word.
Oh yeah, there you go. 7
Thank you,
points of healing
friend.
to you there, Bob.
Damn it! Okay, well, no big deal. New plan, though.
I just poke nice to your wound.
I feel my
Well, Haynar, if you want, you can just do a quick look around and roll an investigation check, see what you can figure out.
Sure, I'll do
My mother
that, but
used
I
to
will.
say I'm
But I will
not
do
good
something.
friends.
I'd like to light up a torch beforehand to just help. me
Sure.
out.
Let's get you some light.
Also, let me take a shield out just so I can. Just because I know that darts are going to be flying in this room.
Just stand still, guys. Don't move.
Right? No, I wouldn't want to take a misstep, would I?
I'm actually gonna lower to my knees because I'm safe at dwarf height.
You're safe
And I
at
can
dwarf
go
fight.
down on my knees.
I could make a
All right,
joke.
so you
here, but
should
I'm not
have-
going to.
You should have light there now.
All right, but he's okay. In that case, I'm going to look around and see. Just perception, right?
I will help.
Yep, go ahead
Cool,
and roll.
advantage.
And yeah, with the help, so it's advantage. Investigation check, actually. Investigation.
Investigation. Okay, cool.
Can I help
Mhm.
also? I don't know if that adds anything.
He can't do
Ah.
double advantage, unfortunately. All right, yeah.
Mm.
So you can see that there's no switches on the walls. You could definitely tell where the arrows are coming from, and you surmise that there is something that they're stepping on to do it, but you can't really tell which tiles it is because they're currently standing on it.
So they're coming from up above, right?
Yep.
Okay,
So
good. If that's the case, then basically I tell them all right, if you got a shield, raise it over your head.
I raise my little
I
wooden
think I still
shield.
got one on my back.
Well, take it off and stick it over your head like an umbrella.
Hi, and then I do exactly as he says, enthusiastically putting a shield over my head.
Me too, my little
Alright.
wooden shield.
All right, that should take care of most of them. Now, outside of that, let's take a look at this door. All right,
Okay,
and
and the... Sorry, the door... Let's just make sure. Yep. The door is easily opened if you want to do that.
all right. In that case, like I said, usual routine. Just poke it ever so slightly with, or just lead it open with the pommel of my axe.
Okay.
And fireball.
All right. So you open up the door, and as you kind of open up the door and look inside, no problems to do it. There's like no traps, or anything. It's just a door. You look in here, and you can see that the dust in this hall is much thicker. It's like a cover of gray snow over everything. You can see to the northern end of this chamber, it's rounded, and there is a 10-foot tall dragon sculpture in end. And it's definitely carved from some fairly nice material, probably red-veined marble.
Is its mouth open?
I quickly run
Its
out
mouth is it actually seems to be ready to speak almost.
All right. Also, as he pushed me away, I'm like, calf for you off. Oh.
Now, so far, we've got Hanar through. Torina is almost all the way through. Jed, are you going in?
Yes. If I can't cover both me and the kobold with my shield over my head, I'll try to cover the kobold.
Better
Okay.
idea. Suggestion. I'm just saying, and that's that. Why not have the kobold ride your shoulders and have him hold the shield?
Ooh, okay. Works for me.
Yeah, let's do okay, we're gonna do a kobold acrobatics check. Yeah, he gets up on you, but you kind of really have to help him to get up there. He starts kind of climbing, and then once he finally gets on your shoulders, he's like, "This feels really weird," and then kind of tips backwards. Have you ever had a kid on your shoulders
It's
and
mo-
they
moist
just lean?
kobold crotch on your neck.
Oh yeah, marvelous. Oh, Sky. All right. Have you ever had a kid up on your back, like on your shoulders, and they like to lean because, hey, look, I'm so tall?
Yeah,
You get that feeling going on with
like
this dude.
unstable, basically. Yeah.
All right.
I'm
Well,
And you guys,
better get stable because we're gonna have to hold a shield too.
right, okay. Kind of picks up the shield and leans you forward, and it kind of forces you to take your step in.
Oh, great.
I'm gonna lean over to Elga and be like, 2 gold says they trigger at least one of them.
Make that 5.
Well-
All right, 5.
That's a deal.
All right. All right.
All right.
Meepo, lean to your left constantly. Trust me. It fools the traps.
It's like, okay. And leans. What is your AC, please, Jenna?
It's a 16.
It's a 16. So, now is that your AC with a shield, or is that your AC without a shield?
That's my AC with a shield.
Okay, so your AC is actually 14. His AC, what is his AC with a shield? Let's find that out.
This is the
Meepo.
I think it's
Most
a
interesting
This is
thing
the
that
moment.
I've ever been into.
Meepo, where are you? Oh, I don't have you up here, so we'll just go with kobolds. Oh, there we go. Kobold! It's loading, it's thinking, its AC is... Oh, why did I do it this way? I could totally just click on my token and find that out. Oh yeah, no, your AC, both of your AC is 14.
Wow.
But, so now I'm gonna need some help. Perhaps, you know, I'm gonna put this out to the chat. Hey chat, could you guys do me a favor, roll a d20? And the way you do that is you type in exclamation roll 1d20 for me, and then the lower roll, it means it hits the kobold. The higher roll, it hits Jeddah. Go for it, chat. Right, type that in for me. There's Dak. Dak rolls the chat, and it is a 13, so it hits Jeddah. All right. Love it. Thank you very much, Dak, for that. All right, let's go with How much damage is it going to cause you? It's going to cause you 6 points of damage as you step on the plate. Tarina lifts his foot, and just as your foot is going down, the plate lifts, and then you push it down. And don't be too sorry, Dak. That's how this game works. The arrow flies out over top of Tarina's shoulder and kind of hits you in the hip. 6 points of damage.
Okay.
But you are now on the pressure plate
Oh, great.
with a kobold on your shoulders.
Yep. Also, Henar turns to Elgi 5 gold, please.
Oh, what do you mean? I was betting on them getting hit, and they did get hit.
Oh no! I said I
So
said
you
that.
owe me the 5 gold.
You aren't gonna
You
fast talk
owe
me.
me the 5 gold.
You aren't gonna fast talk me. Everyone saw it, Elgi.
No,
Everyone saw it.
I know
I
what I
bet.
put my
I
bet
bet
on,
they
and
would
the
go
first
one
time
of
that
them.
you
I
actually
bet
told
they
me
would
that, I
go
know
one of them.
exactly
I
what I
bet
bet
they would go
on.
one
My
of them.
word.
They're just
Yeah,
all
yeah.
fighting.
You owe me 5 gold. You owe me 5 gold, pal. You can't take a loss like that.
You owe me. I'll see through it.
No,
I'll get
man.
it.
You owe me 5 gold. I know what I was betting at.
Once we get
Oh,
across, I'm gonna like, not like to cause damage or anything, but playfully punch both of them.
Wow, what's an honest
All right,
story?
and you guys.
I'm the honest one in the situation.
He
He's the one
told me
lying.
5 gold.
You guys.
Hey,
I'm gonna turn back and say, Elgi, I'm getting my 5
If you
gold
can't
one
read
way or
deals, that's
another.
your own problem. I know exactly.
Meepo drops off of Jetta's shoulder
What?
and immediately goes to the dragon sculpture, and about 10 feet away from it just kind of stops and bows.
Does this? By the way, does this one look like your dragon?
It kind of, sort of, but not really. It's
That's your
different.
All right.
No,
It said ready
No,
to talk. by the
kobolds
way.
aren't. Kobolds don't really have dragons as parents. We just take care of them.
Oi, Meepo, how do you say open in Draconic?
You say if I and he Duck Burr, that's how you say it.
Right.
And nothing responds to him.
Well, it's not that. All right. Then what else would it be? You said it's open and ready to talk.
This is your dragon sculpture, by the way. That's what you're looking at.
Is that what's carved at the base of it?
No, that is the actual sculpture itself.
No.
It is
the
a
text.
10-foot tall. Oh, is there text at the bottom there?
Yeah, there's text.
Oh, that's not good.
We're
Oh,
not
well.
supposed to see that.
Oops. Oh well.
Is it? So what is it, or is it just we're gonna forget it? I don't know.
You may or may not find out.
Well, is it on the statue? Is what I'm asking, or is it?
It's
just...
not on the statue, no.
Okay, gotcha. That's all I needed to know. All right. I'm gonna sit there and basically kind of be like, all right.
There, now you hear it. The dragon's mouth actually starts opening and snapping shut, and it's speaking now. And it actually speaks those words that you now saw in that handout. All right. And it is speaking it out actually in common.
Is that some sort of riddle?
And it is saying, we come at night without being fetched. We disappear by day without being stolen. What are we?
I like riddles.
Oh, a riddle.
What could it be?
All right.
At night, but
We gotta compile all our ideas. We can't mess this up.
we come at night.
Wait, I know this one.
Do you now?
Are they stars?
Yeah, you're a fae.
And
Is it
as
true?
soon as you say the word stars, let's see here.
I am. After
This
all.
door opens off to your side that you didn't even realize was there.
I knew you fairy folk were good at riddles.
Of course, it's a druid to solve it.
I am touched by the stars, actually. So.
And so this door pivots open, and
Ooh,
you can now see a
That's my
new
style,
space in here in a place that really just looked like a part of the wall. Did not look like there was a door there at all.
Ooh.
Ooh, secret entrance.
Secret tunnel. Secret tunnel.
First thing
Okay.
first, I'm going to go ahead and poke my axe forward to make sure nothing triggers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Better
Fair enough.
investigate. Don't step
Yeah.
in
As
it.
you step in, you can see. This is what you see when you step in. You see that dust cloaks the contents of a very wide wall, 20-foot wide hall. There are 6 alcoves, 3 on the north side, 3 on the south side. And each alcove seems to have a humanoid figure carved out of the same material that the dragon was carved out of, the red, white marble kind of stuff. They do look like tall elves in plate armor. And there is a stone archway at the end of the hall that opens into a very wide room, which all you can tell from this wide room is that there's a very faint green glow coming from it. But you do see a dark pit in front of that archway as well.
All right. In that case, I'm going to go ahead and poke the tile next to me just to make sure nothing happens. Make sure, and then take a step forward, and then motion for the group to come through. Or at least
Sure.
one to
Go ahead and roll for me some investigation or perception checks if you would like.
Cool.
You get to choose.
Alrighty. Investigation it is. Any luck? Not my lucky day.
All right, with a 10, you are able to see that the dust that's in this room seems to be disturbed by some tracks that start at one of these alcoves, in particular, this alcove right here. And you can
So the
actually see the
dust is
tracks
disturbed?
on the dust there. Yeah, the dust is disturbed there.
Okay, in that case, I'm gonna point at Elgie and say, "Oi, Elgie!" I'm gonna point at that statue. Either it's coming alive or people disappear over there. Take your pick.
All right, let's go.
Watch your step.
And then I walk towards it, being cautious.
All right. Just give me one
Any
second here, guys. I wanted to make sure I pull something up here, make sure I'm not missing anything
traps?
that I wanted to have set up for
Step
you.
here.
There we go. Okay.
Oh, we gotta bring
What is this?
Meepo in here.
Yeah, okay.
I've got a plan for him and the big one.
All right, and Meepo's sticking with Jeddah. So if I
Okay.
forget to do that, just assume that that's where Meepo is.
Okay.
Oi, Bob.
And
Oh, just
Sky had to
again.
step away for a second. Yeah.
Dang it. All right.
All right. They moved. Okay. Cool. So
Oh, sorry.
as you get a little bit closer there to it. Actually, you're not there yet. Go ahead, Jeddah. What were you gonna say?
I'm trying to figure out where everyone's at. For some reason, I can't see.
Oh, you were currently standing on Tarina for a second there.
Oh.
Do you
Let
have
me see if I can help out with that.
Ah.
Is it your
Also,
roll
hey,
20
get
that's
off
going
of me.
weird?
Yeah, I think so. Everything's still black.
Okay.
Roll 20 is very laggy for me.
Let me try
Is
refreshing.
it now?
That's
Yeah,
roll
that might
20.
be the way you have to go with it.
That's roll
It's
20.
looking great on the
it's
stream,
been
guys.
lagging all the time.
It's looking great on the stream. So
I-
yeah, I mean, if you wanted to look it up on the Video Ninja, because I have it up on the Video Ninja too. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll do that.
okay, there you go.
Oh, okay. I
And
see
if you
me.
need me to move you around, I can do that. There you go. And Meepo's right beside you. Bob will have walked in by now. He's got his Harry the Canary with him. No worries.
Oh, good. He's back.
Okay, what are you guys doing? You see all of these elven creatures in each of these alcoves, and Hanar, you have now pointed out some very tiny humanoid tracks in the dust in the ground coming from this particular statue.
Oh, oi. So, Bob, have you ever played a game called Bowl or Toss before?
No.
Well, it's a game we like to play sometimes when we're bored, and me and my family is sitting around and got nothing to do. So the way it goes is you take a boulder and you toss it next to the person. If the person moves out of the way, they lose, right? I'm figuring you can take that kobold fellow right there. We give him a rope, we toss him over there, and look at that, we got ourselves a rope bridge.
That is the most craziest idea I have just ever heard in my whole life.
You want to throw Meepo? Because he's. Hang on. No, you're talking in giant. Sorry, he doesn't understand this.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay,
Yeah.
carry on.
I'm
Oh,
not sure Jedi would.
I also
I'm
don't
not sure
understand
Jedi
this.
would
Neither
allow
do
us
I.
to do that.
Oh, come on now. Like I said, he's got to make himself useful somehow. And besides, you got the rope. If he falls, we'll just catch him.
And look at how they are looking at us for talking another language in their vicinity.
Well, I'm so sorry that they
Maybe
don't like giants.
Maybe
But
we're a little bit rude.
you
I'm
two are
gonna
talking
start
Druidic.
speaking in Infernal just to start freaking everyone out.
I speak in Druidic.
That's just overlaying into an absolute, like,
That I understand. But
sounding
But
like a
me-
bazaar right now.
Bob,
Meepo
when you
is-
hear me speak Druidic, I'll just be going like the equivalent of Druidic.
Literally going ooga booga.
Yeah,
Say,
just making noises.
say Meepo, does this room say anything to you? Do you recognize anything? Things that you have seen in other places in the catacombs?
No, this is. I don't think anybody's ever been here before.
What
But
do you mean?
it's-
I'm here right now.
I'm sorry.
Dragon, right?
What was that? What was that again, Trina?
I'm here right now.
Well, just us. I'm pretty certain we've never been here before.
Oi, Meepo, what's that? And I point to the, I can see this, right? Because I got a torch up. I can see this, right? The
Yeah.
little altar.
Yeah, you can see that for sure.
Oi, Meepo, what's that?
Okay. Meepo's gonna kind of go up to the side of the pit there. Nope, that's not the right window. Use the right window here, dude.
Should
Okay.
we go this way?
I'm gonna tie a quick.
Uh,
I'm gonna tie a quick slip knot, right? And slip it over Meepo's waist, and then hand it to Jeddah. There they are. Now your pet's got a leash.
Hey, I understood that. Anyway, that and what you guys see when you're looking across the pit is you see that there is a sarcophagus, a marble sarcophagus. It's about 9 feet long, not quite 10 feet, just about 9 feet long. It's right in the middle of the room there. It has got some draconic imagery carved on it, and on one side there is a very large statuesque draconic head on it as well. The room seems to be made up of some slightly different materials, though, but you can't really tell from where you are what that material is.
So Meepo, you want to get a closer look at it?
And he's kind of looking at the draconic
How-
head and saying,
How far of a jump is this?
"It's 10 feet."
10 feet? It's like a pit.
Um,
If you're gonna make a jump for it,
Hey.
at least let us put rope on you.
And as Haynar is joking around,
I'm making a jump for it, and then I just
exactly go.
like
Oh,
sprint.
I jump after you.
all right, so you're doing a jump. If you're doing a jump, you got to do an athletics check. Hey,
Yes.
WOW Thude. I'm gonna go with Thude.
Athletics or
Hey, thanks for
acrobatics?
following, Thude. You know what? I'm gonna say. Ooh, no, this better be athletics.
YOLO, I
This is
guess.
definitely an athletics thing.
15.
All right.
I also want to use my
Nice.
advantage thing, the DM advantage.
The DM inspiration. You won't need to.
Yeah.
Not this time, unless you really want to.
Oh, okay.
Then you guys are easily
Amazing.
able to jump across that pit. You t-
I forgot to announce it before I put it out.
jeez!
I,
At least let us tie you with rope before
I,
you jump.
I stand on the other side of the edge, sticking out my hand for people to jump to and help them across.
Toss a rope to us for crying out loud.
I'll just spring in my
Yeah,
arms.
I come over and I stick out my big hand.
I don't trust
Stick
you
out my
that
big hand
much.
to help.
Tie a rope off for crying out loud.
I've got one.
That's
And he
rope.
picks and Miko picks up the rope that you put around his waist and just kind of like a cowboy whips it over towards Bob.
And I,
Well, look at that, he used it for something.
I tie it around the draconic head so that it has a steady attach.
Yep, and I'm gonna tie it off on. These statues are made of, you said, like copper or jade. Where's he sit?
These ones here in the room that you're in,
Yeah. What
they
made out of?
are. What are they made of? I forgot what they're made out of. They are made from. No, they're made from the same marble that dragon statue was made from.
Okay, so these things are heavy as all get out. Okay, perfect. Then I'll just tie. I'll tie it down at the base of the legs of this one, so that way we've got a straight line going from here to here.
All right. As you're tying that, all of a sudden, Tarina, you suddenly feel something swinging at you. And I gotta pull them up. Here we go.
Dodge out of the way.
No, you won't be able to move. It's too late.
Oh.
Hey, good thing
It's
you've got
coming at
DM
you now.
inspiration. Yeah.
Come on, baby.
For my
Unfortunately, this isn't quite one of those times yet. We're gonna try this one on
inspiration.
first. This is. Let's roll this out. Let's see what happens.
Oh well, hold on, because my fight would go right.
Oh my god.
Does a 22 hit?
Oh my god. Yes.
So 22 hits. You take 4 points of piercing damage, and I need you to roll for me a Constitution saving throw.
Jeez.
Constitution. Oh god.
Oh yeah, that's a great roll. You only take 3 additional points of poison damage.
So I take
Actually,
a
hang on.
total of
No, actually, you don't take any of the poison damage. So that's cool. So you you feel this slash across your face, and immediately you could feel something kind of pulse into the skin, but it doesn't quite go all the way into your bloodstream. But you definitely feel the tingling sensation on your face. And folks, we get to go ahead and roll ourselves some initiative finally.
Oh boy.
Wait, how many damage do I take?
You took a total of 4 damage only, and that is it.
Alright.
Just the 4 piercing damage. Let's get some. So remember, you click on your token first, and then you roll initiative.
Man, my rolls are terrible.
There we go.
Yeah. Makes it more interesting. No fun if you succeed all the time.
Indubitably.
I don't succeed any of the time.
Then that makes your successes even better.
Yep.
When you hit rock bottom, you can only go one place, right?
Up.
All right, so I know for certain that I am going to need a roll from the chat. So people in the chat, you can type in what you see on the screen there, roll 1d20. I know that we're going to need it somewhere along the way here, so you may as well be the ones rolling for me. Why not? All right, so
Before
do we have
before
everybody in there?
The game goes, I'd like to use my Halo of Spores as a reaction.
You could totally do that.
Perfect. So he have to get higher than 14.
There we go. Okay, he has to get higher than 14 on a con save. What's the type of damage this is?
Necrotic.
Necrotic. Okay, good to know. All right, here we go. There it is. Dak rolls the 15, so we'll use that later on. Thanks, buddy. Okay, so,
those spores also,
yeah, he does.
Also inflict me.
When a creature you see moves into a space within 10 feet of you or starts its turn there, you can use your reaction to deal 1d4 necrotic damage to that creature unless it succeeds. And so in this case, Bob, no, it would not, because
you
it's
can
this
see.
one that...
Yeah, but
Yeah.
wasn't it invisible? I thought you said it.
Nope, he's not invisible. He came straight out, as he is.
Ah, okay. That's you just surprised him, alright.
Yep. Point of fact, Bob, one of the things that goes with the Find Familiar spell is you have to actually be familiar with the creature that you are using. Quasits count now for you. Because you're now familiar with this very small creature.
Oh, yeah, okay. Then. Yep. As an...
Okay.
Alright.
Okay, so Bob is first up. What you doing?
Would I have noticed the attack on
I'm
Tarina?
going to the bathroom.
You would've-
quickly.
Sure. You would have heard the response from Tarina for sure.
Okay. As I can see, I will quickly grab some stones around me. 3, in fact.
Turn into a gun.
Magically imbue them with magic and throw one at them.
Okay.
That's it. I would say.
Go ahead and roll your attack.
15.
15 hits, and that's 4 bludgeoning damage. Oh, hang on. Did you roll your damage? Yeah, you did. Okay, so... Oh, wow. This guy's... Wow, that was the shortest... Because of your Hail of Spores, that was the shortest experience ever. I apologize, guys. That was like the fastest initiative round ever. You smack it with a rock, and get the right click here. He just kind of goes and just kind of flaps to the ground with the spores kind of covering over top of him. That was it. That was all there was. He's now knocked unconscious.
We have some pests.
That was perfect. That was just like druid co-op mode right there.
All right, that was the thing. Okay.
I take it closer as I've never seen a creature like that, and then take it in my arms in my hands to inspect it, and see what kind of creature it is, just to get familiar.
He's got
Sure,
my
sure.
face.
It's a weird-looking creature.
Roll a... This is not really a nature check. Actually, it could be. Let's make this a nature check for you. Why not?
Nature. I'm pretty good at nature. Oof. Not one.
Could I make a nature check?
Oof.
Never seen anything like
Yeah, you
this.
could.
What is this? It's ugly. It's an ugly little thing, by the way.
So
That was a fast combat.
you get... It was ridiculously fast. It was not what I was expecting at all.
Do you
I
have-
totally... Yeah.
You got a
Whatever.
handout picture of it, or what's it called?
Yeah, I do actually. I think I do. Let's see.
Did he hug a
Let's
rock
See.
at it
Oh,
and it
that's not the
died?
right screen again.
No,
Yeah,
not
that's
a
pretty
rock.
much all happened. But it was already weakened by spores. Okay, so
I'm pretty good.
let's.
I can skip
All
them
right,
over
let's
the
see if
water,
I've got a
so-
handout for it.
Basically, I just
My-
made
my-
him
my-
sneeze, and Bob just threw a rock at him.
He pepper sprayed
Basically,
him
yeah.
and threw a rock. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much exactly what happened.
Bobby Hill. That's
Here you
my
go.
perk. Oh, hey, I love these
Oh
guys.
my god.
Oh man!
So this is the creature that you see. Serena, you are familiar with these guys. They are called quasits, and you can teach Bob about it if you would like.
No. All right, I go and I'm just like wiping off the blood from my face, just checking my wounds. Like, I'm a little bit familiar about these actually.
Is this an animal? A beast?
It's well, the locals call them demons, but I guess they were their own kind of thing. I'm not really sure myself, but I think it's called a quasit.
All right, I'm going to do. Can I start like crawling across the rope?
Okay. Jetta.
Yes.
Demon, you say?
Hanar is making to look like he's about to crawl across the rope across this bridge. Does Bob still have hold of the rope?
No,
No,
he
it
tied it
was.
off.
I tied it to the head of the dragon on the tomb.
Okay, cool. So you tie it to the head of the dragon. Hainar's making to look like he's going to crawl across this rope, but this rope is also tied to a kobold on your side.
No, it's tied to the base of that statue.
Oh, is it tied to the base of the statue? Okay, cool.
Yeah. this
So
one
then,
right
yeah,
here.
you could. Okay. So it kind of is being taught. Hang on. 5, 10, 15, 5, 10, yeah, that's fine, no problem. So it's being tied across and it's kind of running up against the door frame or the archway's frame there. But you could certainly try to crawl across it. This would be an athletics check.
Cool. Okay.
How do you pronounce it? Do you pronounce it as like quasit?
Oh, that's a strength save. Why the fuck is it a strength save? There we go.
There we go. Yeah, quasit. I think it's, yeah, as Dax says in the chat, it's basically just a flying rat. So, Hanar, you grasp the rope and you kind of test if it's taut enough, and it feels like it. And so you step over to the pit and you very carefully lower your weight onto it. Jetta, you notice as the rope is going that the statue on the other side is kind of getting a little bit of a lean, but it looks like it's going to hold as Hanar starts kind of scrambling across the pit.
I demand a fat joke. Where's the fat jokes at? Nothing?
Nothing.
Nothing. Not going to do it. All right. And the kobold looks to Hanar as Hanar gets all the way across, which you do. You get across the pit safely. The kobold looks to you guys and says, okay, and grabs the rope and starts crawling himself across. The rope barely bends.
If you want to lose him,
and he's able to get across.
In Giants, cut the rope now.
No, I can't do that. I respond back to Giant, can't do that. Jet will never forgive me if I got rid of her pet.
Jetta, you have still got that rope to go across if you want, unless
Yeah.
there's something else you wanted to do in that room still.
No, I
And
was
Harry's
actually
probably
going
going to be with you too, Bob.
My acrobatics is better. Can I like tightrope walk?
Oh, God.
Oh,
Ballsy.
let's do this. Yeah, let's do a tightrope walk.
Okay, this could be really bad, but
What are you doing? Lass, you got a death wish?
oh, I have the inspiration. Can I use it?
Please do. So you
Okay.
get your 22 off of that.
Okay.
All right, so you've got your inspiration down. Love it, love it, love it, love it. So you go over to the statue, you crawl up onto the rope, and you're looking at, because Hanar's not quite out of view yet. He can totally see this, and in fact, the rope is going right alongside him, and you're looking Hanar dead in the eyes as you're going across the rope, because the rope is basically, which way is, let me see if I can show you where that rope is so you have an understanding. The rope is basically doing this kind of a thing right there.
Yeah.
So you're tightrope walking up until you get to the archway, and then you grip the archway, and you kind of gracefully push off of the rope and land on the other side of Tarina.
Sup, guys?
By the way, why are we all coming here? It's a dead end.
For that. Anyway,
In this room. So on that note, let me tell you what you guys see so you guys can actually respond to it properly. So the marble that's in here is different. It is a very strong violet color. And the walls, the floor, it's all marble. It's all cracked and broken, but it's still very much there. And if you look carefully in some of the places where the cracks are, you can actually see that there's stone underneath. So it's obvious that somebody's inlaid this entire room with this violet marble. There are sconces in each corner of the room. There's one of those sconces is actually revealing a little bit of a green glow, a little bit of a greenish fire. The sarcophagus you see there, you can now see very clearly that there is draconic imagery on the top of the sarcophagus, and there's some iron clasps that are firmly locked down the lid. They look like they've been oxidized quite a bit, though.
Hey, Kobold, I
What
think
is
we
this?
found your dragon.
It's like a dragon.
No. And the kobold, wherever he is, I gotta find him.
There he is.
Kobold, there you are. The kobold. Oh, that's not the right tool. Hang on, we'll switch tools. The kobold immediately goes over to the sarcophagus and says, "How could the goblins get here? No, that can't be!" And just starts kind of hugging and bawling over top of the dragon head.
He's once again trying to maintain composure over laughing. He's trying very hard. He's like, "Oh, hey, Bob, smash the locks."
Oh, hang on. Meepo, is this the resemblance of Caltrix, your dragon?
Oh, no, it's not. Okay, there's still a chance. Okay. Where do we go from here?
Shall
Hang
we,
on.
So this is
If this isn't Calcrix, who is this?
should we open the tomb, or what do you guys think?
I say open it. That's why I came over here.
There's probably just a corpse in there.
Or
A
treasure?
letter?
Let's open it.
Just what I thought. And I'm gonna, of course, untie the Because it's a sarcophagus. Wait, so is the head built into the base or the top?
The head is built into the top.
Okay, so then I'll have to unloop the rope for a second. And then just set it down somewhere for and use. If I can use anything for weight, I'll just use my little just something to keep it from falling into the pit. I'll just use a random loose piece of marble or whatever I can find as a weight.
I will first check the tomb for traps.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and do your investigation check.
Just to be sure.
And I'm sorry, Hanar, what were you doing again?
I unlooped because you tied it to the dragon's head, so I'm unlooping it from.
Oh,
the
okay,
dragon's
gotcha.
head. Yeah, and then setting it down. The other thing I'm interested about is seeing if I want to take one of my torches and see if I can take that green flame.
No, by now your detect magic would be down, right, Bob?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Yeah, for sure. It's not going to be long before Harry disappears either, just so you know. But if you go, Hanar, you go over to this flame, and it doesn't even look like it has a source. Like there's nothing fueling it. It's just this flame that seems to just be there.
Can I?
And it's
can I
green
light my
color.
torch with it? Yeah.
Magical light.
You could certainly try. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna do that.
And so your torch, your torch is, you've always had this torch, and you're like carrying across the rope was kind of probably interesting. I probably should have done something more with that, but oh well, life happens. But you still have your torch on, and the green flame kind of goes into your torch and kind of colors your torch just for a little bit, and then it just dissipates and turns back into the regular yellow glow that you're used to.
Okay.
Maybe
But the sconce itself keeps its green flame.
maybe put the green flame in the mouth of the dragon. Maybe it's a puzzle.
I mean, I'm just saying the clasp looked pretty weak. Looks like you could break them off pretty easily.
Okay. I'll put my weight against the top of the tomb and push it aside with my sort of giant strength. It's not really giant.
Sure. Roll for me a strength check or an athletics check.
I think it's. Does this also apply? Push drag. One
Yep,
size larger.
that'll work.
Oh, okay. Athletics, you said. 13 or 20.
13. So you push and you definitely sense that these latches are probably not very strong, and you can feel a little bit of give in them, but you're not quite strong enough to get them to completely release. Maybe if you were to deal with one latch at a time, it might work better. But right now you're trying to deal with like 6 at a time.
Inar, come and help me.
All right. And I'm gonna walk up and basically clasp my hands together, rub them together for good luck, and give it a shove and help him using the help.
All right. Then using that help action, we'll use that 20 to make it happen, and the you could hear the iron just kind of split, and just it's a really high pitched kink kind of sound, and 6 of them kink 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 kink, and then the whole stone structure from the top of the sarcophagus slides away, and immediately inside you can see. I need you guys to roll initiative now. Right here, right now.
Oh.
And we're going to use that 15 DAC here. So, DAC, your 15 is your initiative here.
Hold on.
For my lovely creature.
God, not my day.
And that is 1, 2, 3, 4 initiatives. All right, here we go. They should be here. I must add another. And that is... Okay, cool. And it is at...
My dex is 0, by the way, so probably Jedi is before me.
Yeah, my dex is a +3.
All right. Okay, cool. So then, if that's the case, I'll just do this, and it makes things easier. And let's do this. Okay, so as I'll kind of describe what you guys see before as this happens. As the sarcophagus opens, Tarina, you've got a really good viewpoint here. You can see whatever's inside. It's definitely not your average humanoid. It is. It looks what you can only imagine would be like a troll. It's got rotted clothes, which probably were really nice at one time, but most definitely is not anymore. It is Got some rings and jewelry that are on it. The body is super shrunken and elongated and rubbery and putrid and green and black hair and just gross looking, skeezy looking, greasy thing. It's got black beady eyes that flash open and snarls, and this is what you see as soon as that sarcophagus opens up.
Close it!
What do you
Alright,
do?
well, I take the butt of my staff, and I'm like just trying to poke at his eyes. You gotta stop it! Don't let him out!
Go ahead and roll your attack.
Before I do that, I cast Shillelagh, and yeah, and I attack.
I like it. So this is your quarterstaff with Shillelagh, right?
Yes.
Just give me one moment. Yeah, as I need to just quickly check something out. Make sure that I am not missing a step in the things.
That is superb description, by the way.
Thank you. All right, so okay, cool. Got it. Okay, so unfortunately, actually, is that true? Whoa! Let's get my lovely little duder out here. Let's see here. There we go. There you are. There you are. What is your AC, please, dear Mr. Thing? I'm assuming it's a Mr. I haven't actually read that properly. Yeah, no, it does not actually cause any damage. You try to poke at it, and you actually feel fairly solid bone underneath it. It doesn't cause any damage, though.
Huh.
Oh damn. I guess since I'm unable to do anything, I take a step back.
Alrighty.
And I end my turn here.
Okie doke. Let's go
I also
to
shout out something's
the
coming.
next one is the creature itself.
I can see the name.
Alrighty. So let's see here. Yeah, I gave it a name.
Is this like a Skyrim dungeon? Dragon priest at the end?
Let's see here. Okay, so he let's see here. Let's make him, he's going to look towards the larger thing beside him, the largest creature beside him, and he's going to
Who's still holding the
quickly
lid?
attack.
Godzilla Fight.
Yeah, you're still holding the lid, that's fine. Let's see here.
Godzilla Fight.
Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, so we're going to go, he's going to go and claw out at you. Just go out and claw out at you.
Oof, that hits.
Does a 15 hit? Okay, so you take 13 points of damage as these really long talons that have obviously developed over a significant quantity of time scrape across your chest.
1 HP left, guys.
You've got yourself.
As I got mortally wounded.
And that brings us, and he kind of gets up and crawls out of the sarcophagus and kind of stands up, looks around, and says, and just ready to take you on. Let's go for it, Jetta. It's your turn.
Okay. Do I get the sense that this troll is undead at all?
You can. Let's see here. You'd have to go for a perception or insight check on that, I think.
Okay. Let me see what type. I'll go perception. 17.
17. There are some features about him that seem oddly familiar. And Tarina, you probably would kind of notice this too. Seems almost elven in nature. But very like, this is not a standard looking troll. This troll looks not undead, but certainly not natural.
Okay. Good to know. So I'm going to cast Okay, I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt at first
Ooh,
level.
cool. Okay.
And that
Ooh,
does
jeez,
not
you and your
hit.
rolls today.
I know, that was no fun.
That was brutal. Yeah, so it does not hit, definitely.
Okay. That's a bummer. I was trying to see if it still gives everyone advantage, but probably not if it doesn't hit.
No, if it doesn't hit, the bolt kind of goes like under the armpit and just hits the dragon head. Actually, it won't hit that. It'll hit the wall behind Bob, off in the distance.
Okay.
That was a 4. No, it was a 2. Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Okay,
It was
anyway.
pretty terrible. And then I'll use my bonus action just so I do something useful. To use Healing Word on Bob since he's low.
Sure.
Let me get there.
That would be
Please let this be higher than a 2.
I know. Hopefully this is better.
Have I just cursed this? I think I've just cursed this.
Hey!
That's actually
There you
good for
go. That's a
Healing
pretty
Word.
nice one. That's pretty awesome for Healing Word.
And I am all out of spell slots.
And chat, if you wanted to roll for my next attack, I won't tell the team this time what the response is yet, but you're certainly welcome to do a roll for the next attack by the trollish thing. That ends. Are you moving on your turn though?
Yeah, I'm gonna back up.
Okay. He's gonna get an attack of opportunity if you do that.
Oh, in that case, I will not.
Okay. Actually, oh, it was an advantage, but your advantage because he was flanking. Hey, Rick, thank you very much for that. That could be interesting. I appreciate that a lot. However, because you are flanking Bob, it would have been advantage, but you rolled an 8 on both of them. So
Yep.
whatever, it didn't change anything. Okay. All right, so we're back to Bob again. How did we get back to Bob again? Or did Bob already do a turn yet? No, Bob just got hit. Okay, good. We're good.
As he gets slashed by the big claw of this troll-like figure, you can see his body suddenly starts to light up, lights illuminating from the joints of his body into the sign of an installation in the form of an archer. I will use my I will use my story form where I get the power of the stars imbued into me, and you can see a magic of a luminous arrow shoot towards him. Of course, with disadvantage or no normal roll because I'm flanking apparently. I would say.
Yes, it'll be your
Okay.
flanking, but it is a normal.
That is a 1.
Oh man,
Oh,
guys,
maybe
what are
hit.
you doing to this
That's-
game? Okay,
It's so close and so big that it cannot find its target properly. Then I quickly grab my quarterstaff, let go of the lid, and swing it with 2 hands with my normal action. 16.
all right, there you go. 16 does hit and does cause some damage. Right? Does it cause? Yeah, it totally causes some damage. And I'm on the wrong screen again. Let's get that damage put on this guy. Oh, I'm not. There we go.
And I take a few steps back. Probably should have done that on the. It would have been a 9 roll, so it doesn't matter.
All right. So now, if you're taking a few steps back, he's going to have an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, let me have it.
All right. Here we go. He says, and you actually understand this. You and Hanar are the only ones who understand what this creature is about to say. Get back your food! And reaches out. With a bite, actually. He's going to try and bite you as you're trying to run away.
Back your food.
Does a 13 hit?
It does.
Oh man, you take 9 points of damage.
Exactly enough to put me down.
Oh, no.
Bob, you are unconscious.
So as he maybe bites me in the shoulder, I drop back, fall on the floor. Eyes closed.
He just takes a chunk off of your shoulder in his mouth and... Hanar, it's your turn.
The lights go out.
Okay, here we go. So, first thing I'm going to do is take out my shield. I haven't already because I have a feeling I know what I'm going to do. And Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
crit.
really
Right.
wreck, aren't they?
Okay, good. Yep, and then the second thing I'm going to do is basically shout out.
Oh, hang tight.
Huh?
I got to roll that back.
What?
I'm sorry, Haynar. I got to roll that back.
Okay, go
I
for it.
totally told Rick that I was going to use his roll, and I didn't use Rick's roll.
Okay,
Oh,
what's
God.
this? Well, that's fine.
Oh,
We gotta
God.
roll
I
back
just said
before-
it. No, I just said it.
Okay,
Okay, so Rick is Rick rolling you. Rick is in the chat. He rolled a 6. And so with that 6... Jeez, I just did that. Actually, no. His is still a 13. So he rolled a 6. It's a +7 on the attack, so he gets a 13 anyway. So it still does all the same things.
Orange Jesus favors Rick.
Oh my gosh.
Funny how life
That's
works
funny
out.
right there.
Cool. Cool.
All right.
So,
Okay. Sorry, Haynar. Carry on. I apologize
fine.
for that.
all right.
He
So
rolled
first things first.
Hero. Oh wait. I thought
I'm
he
going
rolled-
to take my shield up, get his attention, and just shout at him, "Oh, you big lummox, right here! Come on!" And then I'm going to tell Jeddah very quickly, "Oi, Jeddah, said, go over there and take that green flame. I have a feeling it'll take care of him."
Gotcha.
All right. And outside of that, because realistically, yeah, he can take me down in one go, so I have to do this. I'm going to burn my action surge and take the dodge action.
Okay.
All right, and that's all I can do in my turn. That ends my turn.
Okay, so then that brings us to Torina again.
I'll turn your
And
skull into a
Tarina-
mug.
And I'll drink
Meepo
from
is
it.
just cowering in the corner. Why is that happening? Oh, that's not the number it's supposed to be. I don't know how I managed to do that.
How hard is he cowering?
Tarina, as you, let's see here. As you're attacking him, or as you're about to get to your turn, you notice that the flesh that was damaged by the quarterstaff and bludgeoned by the quarterstaff seems to already actually be kind of recovering its color. The green color, obviously, but it's not as badly damaged. It looks like he's about to heal himself.
Okay, so for an action, I'm gonna go with symbiotic entity. I'll just put it in chat real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna use this as my action, so that means I get 8 temporary health, right?
You forgive 4 for each level you have in this class. Yes, you would do that.
Yeah. So I use that as my action. I don't think I can do much as my
Okay.
bonus action, but like, do I know it's a troll?
Oh yeah, it's pretty obvious that it's going to be troll-like at the very least. Maybe not the toughest troll in the world, but it's still a troll.
So he's like badly damaged and everything, right? Like in terms of look.
He's not badly damaged at all, actually. He hasn't changed
Oh.
much from damage from the first time you saw him.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Well, there's not much I can do with my bonus action, so I'm just gonna say like, it's a troll, and then end my action there.
Okay. That brings us to the troll, and the healing takes hold.
And I also
why is
wait.
it-
I use this. What's it called? Halo Spores as my reaction.
Oh! You need to have it as a reaction to something, and you can't... if you're not reacting to something, then it doesn't work.
No. He starts out in my aura. Like,
Okay, fair.
They start their turn and they're like 10 feet away. I can use it.
Okie doke. Let's see here. Trying to get my...
Good thing that's necrotic.
There, that's better.
Does necrotic
Yeah.
affect the health or anything? Like makes it heal less or something?
Not really. It's just a type damage. And
okay.
sometimes creatures are actually resistant or even able to do simple things on able to resist it or even be vulnerable to it in some cases too. So he takes 2 points of damage from your roll, at which point when he heals himself back up, he doesn't get completely back to normal. You can still see a little remnants of the bruising from the quarterstaff, but not much at all. And he is going to attack. He's gonna attack you because you keep on launching You're launching spores at it.
Damn it! I thought I could get his
And-
attention.
I'm toxic. Oh,
Oh, that's a hit.
shit.
You take 10 points of
Oh,
damage.
That's the
Oh.
lowest roll. Oh my god.
That is no, it's not TPK because I got my temporary hit points. So
Actually, it's
totally-
12. Yeah, hang on. I did it again. I rolled it wrong. Rick rolled a 12. I gotta get used to this. 12 plus 7 is still a 19. I'm gonna guess a 19 still hits.
Yeah, 19 still hits.
Okay, so you still take your 10 points of damage.
Yeah, so my temporary points are gone. And I am 2 health down. Okay, there we go. 11 health.
Alright.
Or wait, I should not have said that, should I?
Well, it doesn't really matter too much. Alright, let's carry on then. And he just looks at you. You don't understand what he's saying. But Hanar understands. Morsels. And grabs. Goes to claw at you. That brings us to Jeddah.
Alright, I'm going to try to get its attention and yell, "Hey, big dummy," and I'm gonna cast Toll the Dead.
Okay. That is a wisdom save for this creature, right?
Yes. Ah.
Oh, look at me, and I'm getting myself a natural 20.
Well, at least he's passing his death saves.
Yeah.
So he saves, but the target is missing its hit point. Must succeed or take that. Doesn't have the half thing, so
No, it's
that's
again.
too bad because he was actually missing one of his hit points too. Wow, I just got myself a nat 20. I'm not going to argue too much about that. Anything else on your turn, Jeddah?
No, I'm gonna stay put.
All right. That takes us to Bob, who's done his death saving throw
Slowly
and
getting
is
better.
succeeding quite nicely. Yeah, I'm waiting for you to roll on that 20 yourself, and then you can pop back up with 1 hit point. I would love that. I'm just going to say.
Not gonna
But it
happen.
is Hanar's turn.
I was close.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna keep trying to basically get its attention and scream at it and say, "No, look at me!" It's like, "Come on, I'm easier to eat."
And actually, what you will have noticed, and I'll let you have this one, he doesn't seem to be too interested in getting out of his bed, his sarcophagus. He's quite happy where he is.
Oh, in that case, I wonder.
Run away.
That's the idea. Now, the other thing is because, hey, Jeddah, do not worry about hurting it. Get the fire. And I'm going to go ahead and take the dodge action. Or better yet, actually, was it the smarter move, out of curiosity, would be... I'm going to take the disengage action instead.
Yeah, I should have done that with my normal action and then done the bonus action with the star form. I
Yep,
just
and
realized.
then Hanar, I guess if you want something done right, you got to do it yourself in Hanar's mind, but he's going to walk over here. That's all he can do his turn.
With your disengage action, you can go there. I'll give you the... you're trying to take the flame? Is that what you're trying to do?
Yeah, I'm going to try and take the flame out.
Interesting. Okay. All right. Tarina, it is then your turn.
How long does it take for me to get a torch out of my back?
That would be an action.
An action.
Yeah.
All right. I do that. I take out a torch, and I also light it on fire. I'm able to do that, right? With Druidcraft, I can like light torches on fire.
Yeah, you can totally do that with Druidcraft. That would be an action.
All right. I do that, and then I just like hold the stick up defensively, seeing if it'll get away from me because it's fire or something.
Okay.
And that will be the end of my turn.
Wow. All right, guys. Here we go then. This could get interesting. These are the decisions you're making because he looks at you and he's like, cooking yourself. He and you hear that same things. And so he goes to grab the torch and shove it into you. So we're gonna change the roll
God.
of this one just a little bit. He's not even gonna claw or bite. He just thinks this is a cool way of cooking food. And so
He's reaching
we're gonna
for the
go.
fire?
Yes,
Huh.
he is.
That's interesting.
And he's going to roll. What are we going to roll for this thing? We're going to do this. It's not proficient. He's just gonna try and do it because he thinks he's got you guys beat.
Oh God.
There we go. Yep.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
are going to take. Dak, we'll use yours on the next, probably saving throw or something like that too. Thank you for that. You're gonna take 4 points of fire damage.
Okay.
That is Tarina taking the 4 points.
Oh, it's Tarina? Okay.
Yes, because he's taking the torch that Tarina's holding up defensively and just shoving it into his skin. And you can hear the sizzle on your. Actually, he's actually bending your wooden arm to do that too.
Oh, that asshole. All right, then my wooden arm, you kind of just see it kind of like flake off. Kind of flake off. It kind of like spores from mushrooms or something like that, but it's coming from like the wooden arm. And you see like the particles moving with whatever light you could get from fire or whatever. It's just moving upwards towards the troll's nose, and as it gets inhaled, I cast a Halo of Spores.
All right, con save coming. He's got a wicked con. Just saying.
I bet he's a troll.
Oh, I should have rolled that. Hang on. Dak's roll. It's not my roll. Stop it, Wendy. Cheapers. Okay, so Dak rolled a 2.
Yes. Thank you.
Plus
Dak.
5. So Dak, you just saved. You just saved Tarina. Just going to say. So he takes 3 points of damage then on your reaction,
Yes.
and that will end his turn. And it's now Jetta's turn.
I'm all out of spells, so I'm gonna keep cantripping. Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead. We could go for another roll here, folks. Oh, that was cool. That's not what I meant to do. Let's do that instead. That's better. Let's see what happens on our Toll the Dead. What else would you be doing on your action aside from Toll the Dead, if anything?
I can't move without getting hit, so that's about it for me.
You can move around him. You just can't move more than 5 feet away from him.
Can I move to where I'm flanking with Tarina?
Yes, you definitely can.
Okay, I will do that then. So maybe about
All right.
3-ish?
Go all the way across.
Okay, gotcha.
All right, so Wisdom save is he has a -1 mod on his Wisdom save, and Dak rolled a 15, so it was a 14, meaning he saves.
Dang it.
How is he failing his con but succeeding his wisdom?
I know, right? Well, that is actually a very good point. You could actually do a little bit of thinking about that, and maybe perception. Maybe you can get a little bit understanding in there. Bob, I'm going to need... Jetta, is that the end of your turn first?
Yes.
So then, Bob, I'm going to need you to roll for me a death save. Nice.
Jeez.
Okay, 2 saves. I like it. Haynar, it is your turn.
Cool. Can I wrench this scone out of this magic fire?
You could certainly try. It would be a strength check to do so, or athletics check to do so.
Okay, perfect. All right. Come on. Damn it.
Oof. Yeah, no, you yank, and it is firmly fixed into the the marble work.
Okay, new plan. Out of curiosity, will it? Let's see. Is it with a torch? It just mixed, right? It just lit it first.
Yeah, and it didn't even stick. Like it was there for a couple of seconds, and then it turned back to normal again.
Okay. What else can I do here? You know what? Can I run a perception check to actually, like you suggested, basically see if I can learn something? Because I know it's a troll.
Sure.
Trolls are right. His logic is trolls are afraid of fire. He knows that much, and he knows it's got something to do with his green fire. So the only thing he's trying to figure out was what makes this thing special, basically, outside of that.
Okay, well then in that case, that would be an intelligence check, or I could let you go with history, or with just straight intelligence, one or the other.
It would either way. It's a straight intelligence. All right.
There you go. Okay.
Okay, not bad, not terrible.
That's not bad. So, from your understanding, trolls are supposed to be much bigger than this. This guy looks like skinny as heck, almost waif-like. And he also doesn't really have all of the features of a troll. There's longer ears that you recognize on both Jetta and Tarina. There's so if you're you kind of get the sense that there's something elven about this troll, meaning that whatever resistances you think or whatever vulnerabilities you think is probably going to have might be tempered by whatever elven background you see.
Okay, so let's see if Hanar can remember. I wish this was Pathfinder, then I just recall information, but I would go with can I recall information, or am I gonna have to wait till another turn to do that?
What do you mean by recall information?
Basically, I'm trying to put two and two together because he knows that this thing's strangely elvish in origin, but holds like troll-like features. So his guess is he's trying to figure out what main thing Fae hate the most.
You don't get the sense that there's anything. You get the sense that there's a Fae background here.
Yeah.
But you also have heard him speak in Giant.
Right. So my guess, the only other logic could be that he is essentially a bizarro hybrid between, like, similar to the furbolgs. He's basically like a corrupted furbolg.
Something along those lines. And not quite as tough as regular trolls would probably be.
He still holds a regeneration property. He doesn't seem afraid of fire, though. That's the odd part. At least that fire specifically, because he just doesn't care.
Yep.
All right. Well, let's see. I guess since I burned my action there, done my action there. That's all I can do. I'm gonna try one. I'm gonna pass my turn after that. Try next time one more time to wrench out this fire. I'm convinced that the shit will damage him.
All right.
Yeah.
Then that brings us to Tarina. Tarina, you could do some attacks now with advantage because you're flanking with Jetta.
That is true. All right. I'm going to summon a birch-like hand, similar to what he has on his actual hand, to grab at the troll from below, and I cast Chill Touch.
Ooh, that's kind of a fun flavor to that one. I like it. And it's a... what is this? This is a... What's the type of save? I can't see it. I can't read fast enough. Or is it a save?
Wait, I think I'm supposed to attack like normally.
Yeah, I think it's...
Yeah, it's a ranged attack, so this would be a straight roll to do it. Straight roll of 16 works. Unfortunately, it was not with advantage, otherwise you'd have that nat 20 in there.
Unfortunately.
But, unfortunately, ooh, that was a nice chunk of damage right there. So yeah, you throw this this wooden or this oaken arm, and it goes to grip it, and it takes 13. No, that can't be 13. That 5 is for
the crit.
What is that 5 for?
It's supposed to be 8.
Yep.
Yeah, just 8 points of necrotic damage. Let's see here. There we go. It's actually looking hurt. Like as it grips, and you can see the blackness of, and it would kind of spread out like mold spores across his chest. And no, Rick, unfortunately the modifiers don't work. I just add the modifiers in after the fact because it's too hard to try to predict all the modifiers. In any case, the spores just kind of spread out across the entire body, and it's now kind of hurt a little bit in there. And that was only because you could do a straight roll with that because of the... Otherwise, you'd have to go with well, mind you, with the disadvantage, it still would have been the same thing anyway. Anything else on your turn?
Oh, hold on a bit. Let me check something real quick.
Sure.
Okay, no, never mind. I think that's it. Yeah.
All right, that ends your...
That's the end of my turn.
All right. The troll looking...
Oh, and also it can't heal.
Oh, that's what it is.
Frozen already for 10 minutes, by the way, Indy.
My camera?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
You've been
all right.
like this already for...
I have been relaxed for a long time. Let me see if I can solve that a little bit. That's weird. Why would it do that? Oh, I have all sorts of nonsense happening here. Just bear with me, guys. I'll figure that part out. We can still play in the meantime. I'll just look really relaxed for a while, okay? All right, so let's see here. It's thinking, and no, not that. Let's do that. All right. Oh wow, I look cool. Whatever. I'll figure it out. The
Maybe just turn your camera on and off. Oh man. Should have taken the disengage. I was so fixed on starting my story form for the first time that I totally forgot. Oh wait, I should have used my action first to disengage.
It was still pretty cool though.
Which
That was a
would
really
have
cool
been
engine.
given me the advantage roll as well because I
You
was
look-
at range. So
Hey, look on the bright side. You looked really cool on the way down.
Yeah,
for one
that was
second,
really cool.
for one brief second, you saw me flare up,
Yeah.
only to dim down again.
You're like Buzz Lightyear, man. You were falling with style.
But you got to think about it. That's actually pretty cool. Like that adds to it, if anything.
Yeah, it's like poetic. It's like Shakespeare.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like she bit out a Christmas tree.
Actually, that inspired me with me adding a little bit of words on mine, the thing with the moss and everything. Just because of how epic that was. That was told.
It wouldn't be the first campaign where my character dies after 2 sessions.
Hey, I think we're all gonna die.
That won't happen. We're
This is-
fine.
If it's like a really troll, it's
I haven't hit one thing this battle.
I managed to like bang it up pretty well, and I can make another possible 4 attack damage in his next turn. So we got quite a good damage amount on it.
a bit better. You guys hear me okay now?
yeah, we
Yeah.
hear.
All right, well, let's get that solved. Let's get the streams things working again. That was weird. I do not know why things died on me like that, but they did. So we'll get this going again. Somebody technology is hating me where I left off. Please.
We just defeated the troll.
Yeah. You were about to give us 100 gold apiece, and we
I
all
woke
out.
up. I woke up. Yeah, no. I think it was his turn.
Oh, I hear that coming.
Also, I use Halo Spores on it.
All right, here we go.
Oh, 1 damage.
If he rolls the.
We're getting logged in here again. We'll get this show on the road.
Oh, you haven't logged?
Wow. So laggy. I can't put this one up on your screen. You guys will see all the extra hints. Just bear with me as I get the game going in for everybody. How frustrating. Sorry about that, guys. Thanks for everybody in chat who are hanging out and dealing with all nonsense. Chatters rock. That's all there is to it. That is weird why this crashed so hard, but we'll get it solved. And let's do that. Maybe that'll make things a little bit faster. All right. Come on, roll 20. Don't slow me down too much. Yeah, and I've actually got those rolls already put in there. So they've already been used. Thanks for that, Rick. We're going to go for a new one here soon. And... all right. Troll does need a name, doesn't he? Maybe you guys should come up with a name in the chat. I'll take that.
We didn't get the chance to ask him.
Alrighty. It is thinking awfully hard. Didn't get a chance to ask him. He just started clawing and said, "Food! Morsel! There we
I
go.
don't think I will do any.
Okay, so we'll let this thing load up in here. So we have a hail of spores for 1 point of damage, and that means it's going to be Jetta's
Still
turn
need
next.
to roll a con save for it.
Oh, that's true too. Okay, so Rick just rolled a 4 on there, and so for that roll on the con save, 4 plus on con, it's a 5. So it was a 9 for the con save, meaning he does not save, and he takes that 1 point of damage.
I am destroying
Um,
this guy's constitution.
Let's get our views back going here.
I'm ruining his health like
And
asthma.
so he will. I know what his hit points are. It's just taking me a little bit to get this thing caught up again, I guess. So
You can't
forgive me, guys.
regenerate cancer.
we will get it. Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Go ahead, Jetta. Tell me what your turn is. I can figure this out as we're
Okay.
going along here.
So,
Just move one of the tokens. That will probably help.
first, I'm going to
Yep.
say in Elvish, "Stop attacking my friends." See if that does anything.
Oh,
Um,
okay.
and then I'm gonna mace it in the face with advantage because flanking.
Yeah. Mace away.
It'd be hilarious. If you had
Nat 20.
Oh, it's a nat 20.
Nice.
So that's 10 bludgeoning with a crit.
Oh,
Right,
well.
you're the only one who's.
That's
taken-
brilliant.
Jetta kind of.
Alrighty. Yeah. Honestly. Okay, so then that means that our lovely troll is now down in health considerably. You gave it a solid wallop across the back. What was it you said in English again? Or in Elvish, I should say again?
And Elvish, stop attacking my friends.
Stop attacking my friends. Alrighty. You wallop it, and you feel the spine crack underneath him because he was paying attention to Tarina. You give him some serious... kind of turns his head over to you. Elves. And he says that in Elvish for you too as well.
Huh.
Okay. Bob, say it. Death save.
Oof. One failure.
Ooh, 1 fail.
2 for 1.
2 success, 1 failure. All right. You are either 1 roll away from being back to complete health, or you are 1 roll away from complete death. Just saying. Haynar, it is now your turn. You saw significant damage.
All right. Well, I tried my hand at the fire. Not gonna work.
Maybe.
Time to work it by. Time to do it the old dwarvish way. Let's walk up. This thing's like sitting. I'm assuming like sitting up, so it's not at its full height, right?
It is at his full height, and he's actually even a little bit taller because because of how the sarcophagus
Cool.
has raised him up a bit.
Well, Hanar's used to having to bring people down to his size. So that being said, let's go ahead and swing at him real quick
Go for it.
and scream at the top of my lungs. My favorite phrase: "You ever had your kneecaps broken?" Hey.
Go ahead and break it, because that definitely hits. 9 points of damage. Okay, I gotta do the math. Hang tight. 17. How do you want to do this?
Oh, is he dead?
He is down and
Right.
dead, yeah.
Okay, if that's the case, then I'm going to basically slam into him with a single swing, basically bringing him down to my size, and then rearing at the top, and then lifting my axe over my head. I just shout out, "Witness me, Thromder!" and just instantly split his head in two.
Yeah. All right. And you done, yeah, so because it was 1 hit point for the spores, then it was 10 hit points for that crit, and then yeah, it definitely does it. Just had to double check. He is done.
I really thought that they said.
And we are. He would have been a lot tougher had he not had a crit and had he not been whittled down. If he had gotten all the way around to his turn after Tarina again, he would have healed back up again. But you guys dealt enough damage fast enough that you brought him
Okay,
down.
so what was with that?
And so you are now.
The hay fever got him.
Sorry, go ahead.
Long live the hay
Yeah,
fever.
really, right?
I literally gave him the flu.
Yeah.
What were you going to say, Hainer?
Me, I was going to say, what was with the green fire? I really was convinced it was his weakness.
It's still there, and it's still burning.
Okay. Well, I'm still interested in that and trying to figure that out. But first let's search,
Okay.
search the tomb.
I'm stabilizing.
All right, so
After
Bob
another death save.
did stabilize.
He survived.
Good. And so you're off checking out this green flame. Roll an Arcana check.
Cool. Well, I first wanted to search the body of the thing. But,
Oh, okay,
hey,
sure. Go ahead and do an investigation check. And Tarina and Jetta, what are you guys doing too?
Can I take a short rest here?
Fuck.
It is possible. Yeah. You can find yourself a corner and go ahead and do that if you wanted to.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay.
need a long rest eventually because I'm completely out of spells.
Yeah, I might want to have to call it and basically go for a long rest.
For the next 3 hours, I will not wake up. So.
Yeah, there you go. So
Wait, so this is a long
let's
rest?
see here. In your investigation check. Well, we're not quite at the long rest yet. So we're still doing a few things before the long rest. But it sounds to me like that's what you guys decided you're gonna do. And you guys haven't exactly said that to your character from character to character yet, but that makes sense. So
I don't think they want to carry me. So.
in order to be able to actually check out anything on this, what you do see investigating this troll is that there's some stuff on his fingers. So you do find 2 silver rings on him. And you also find that he's also wearing an amulet of some sort that is made of silver as well. But that is as much as you found so far without actually moving him up and out of the sarcophagus. Jenna, what are you doing?
While they're searching the troll, I'll probably check in with our kobold friend just to see what's up with him.
And he's like, you go over and his eyebrow ridges are super raised. He's like, that wasn't Calcrix.
No, I almost died, but here we are. We made it.
And it's just like furtively looking back to you, and then just nuzzles up into your shoulder.
I made a friend.
Anyway,
Tarina, what are you doing? Sorry, let me get Tarina first, and then we'll go back to Hanar.
I'm just resting.
Okay, cool. Then Hanar, go for it.
I'm just resting.
Okay, so I'm going to what is it? I'm going to basically first let's walk over here, make sure Bob Ross is fucking breathing.
He is.
Okay, good. I was like, all right, he'll be good then. Also, what did we find in the troll in the whatever this thing is in his tomb? What was in there?
So you'll have to push him up and out, and you don't have Bob to help you.
Okay.
I'm pretty strong. I can help.
Go for it. Go ahead and help.
You're due for another crit. Let's go for it.
Scalder at Meepo for not helping us in the battle.
Who's
is
rolling
it going to be?
it?
He didn't do anything.
Is it?
Probably
Yeah.
me.
Who is rolling it? Yeah. Okay. Go for it. Rolling it with advantage then. That's pretty good. It's not a crit, but it's pretty awesome. Yeah, you definitely get underneath that troll and just kind of flop him out of the as he flops out onto the ground beside the sarcophagus. We'll get him going this way. And so inside the sarcophagus, I'm just going to give this to you now. You find that there is a dagger inside there, and it is actually kind of a nice dagger. It's it's ornate and ceremonial. Has a dragon head on the hilt. You will also see a whole bunch of coin, 220 silver. I'll type this in the Roll20 chat as well. 220 silver. You also find 50 gold.
Yeah.
And then a bunch of spell scrolls.
A bunch of spell scrolls?
A bunch of spell scrolls. You find there is a command Cure wounds, inflict wounds, and guiding bolt spell scrolls.
Jeez. Okay, so I'm curious. I actually don't know about scroll rules. Can anybody use them?
Anybody can use spell scrolls, but it's a one-time use only thing, and the spell scroll dissipates with the casting of the spell.
Okay, cool.
And you don't actually even need the material components.
Well, first things first, I'm gonna go ahead and just pile the loot up into a like just in a section of the room and say, "All right, we'll divide it up when when our friend awakens."
Very, very good. And so you guys settle yourselves in for a long rest.
Yeah. Oh,
And I feels to me. Oh, go for it.
I had one more thing I was curious about. I wanted to cut
Go for it.
a finger off the dead troll and stick it over the flame and see what happens.
Okay. Medicine check for me, please. Then.
I'd be angry if my my idea wasn't right. If this was a red herring all along. Well,
Yeah. Okay. So you take 1 point of damage as you accidentally cut yourself on the fingernail of the troll.
okay, fine. I'm gonna not even make a noise to pretend to try and like save face. I'm gonna try and save.
What
face.
are you doing over there? You've been messing around that body for a while now.
And
So you could go ahead and take that finger over to the light or to the green flame. Is that what you're doing?
Yeah, I'm seeing if any flash or anything reacts to the flame.
It burns like regular burning. Except that it's green.
Huh. Well, in that case, it's like, all right, well, dang.
Red herring successfully implemented.
Well,
Okay, so
looking for something. Yeah.
all right, and so what we'll do now is we'll kind of settle things down, say that you guys are going to settle in for a long rest, which is nice because that means you guys all start up, and we'll do it an extended long rest as well. Meepo will happily just crawl into a corner and find himself a rest as well. It'll be a little bit longer just because it's going to take a bit more for Bob to wake up with full health and everything back to normal again. But we'll run along those lines. We may do some watches in the middle of the night. In fact, we probably will have to do some watches in the middle of the night. But for now, we will just call her there and say that's our session for today.
Alright.
I will.
Are we still gonna play
go
out
for it, guys.
Are we still gonna play out the long rest then, or?
We will. You know what? Actually, let's not roll the long rest or do update our sheets for the long rest quite yet. I feel like I have something I need to do before we completely finish up the long rest.
Oh, right.
So
I was
we
just
won't do the
hoping
long
it
rest
would-
quite yet, but that's probably how we're going to start.
I was just hoping this beast would give us enough experience to go to level 3, but I guess not.
Oh yeah, good call. Hang on. Whoa. Let me do the math. Level 3 is 200. It's close. Nope, there's one more thing. But so what you guys can do, because you are probably going to level up in the middle of the session next session, is make your plans for level 3. And then we'll take a little bit of time to let you guys do that.
Okay.
Sound good?
Cool.
Cheers.
Yeah.
And for the guys who are on the chat, thank you guys very much for joining us for our game of the Sunken Citadel. We'll be back streaming again to you on Tuesday next week with Witchlight and Wesmia. And if you wanted to, you could jump into the Discord and jump into the chat and get involved. It is easily found. I think I actually put in a lovely little command for that if the bot is actually working for me today. Yeah, it is. There it is. So you can always join us there. And you can also check out the website as well for all of the different things that we've got going on. We are going to have a couple new games start up pretty soon. But yeah, big thanks for you guys for joining in. I'm going to figure out who we're going to raid here. Let's raid somebody. I want to do that. So I'm just going to switch gears here. You guys can hang out with me as I find somebody to raid. Players, thanks for hanging out with me today, and we'll see you guys in another week, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Catch you guys later.
Yeah,
Have
yeah.
fun.
Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye.
Have fun.
See you later.
All right, who are we going to raid, guys?
And there's a guy I
Let's
know.
see who we're going to raid.
Got a guy here. DM,
I am okay to raid somebody
I have a guy.
that you know too, Sky. So go for it.
Let me just put it in chat for you. This is his username. Streaming at the moment. Filipino DM. As you know, my haircut Filipino
Oh,
ties. So
oh yeah, okay, yeah, I know who we're talking about here. Sure, let's raid them. Let's see. All right, here we go. We're gonna go for a raid, guys.
Yep.
Thanks again for joining. You guys have a fantastic viewing, and we'll see you guys all there.
thanks, guys.
All right.